Heyo, everybody. Welcome to the not so long awaited Phineas and Ferb tier list stream. Okay, so I have reasoning as to why this was planned so last second. So I was at like work, right? Trying to think about what I should be streaming. And in my head, I was like, oh, I should do another tier list. Like tier lists are fun, right? And the thing is, when I thought about doing a tier list, the first tier list I thought about doing, sorry, I'm gonna like adjust my model real quick. So, wait, how do I rotate it again? Is it like this? Okay. So the first tier list I thought about doing that I had planned like for a while was a Phineas and Ferb episode tier list stream. But I was like, I was gonna wait till I re-binged all of it, but then I realized I don't really got time to do that. I don't really have time to binge all the episodes. So instead I was like, maybe season 5 was announced like last year, right? Or this year. So I'll just do it on the 1 year anniversary. And I looked it up and it was like January 13th is when it was really or not released, when it was announced. And I was like, oh my God. When I saw that, I was just like, oh crap. I did not realize it was that close. So then I started like, I that's when I decided, oh, I gotta announce this like right now, right here, right now. Otherwise, I can't miss that opportunity because the timing was too perfect, and I can excuse myself being like, oh, I didn't have time to watch all the episodes. It's okay, it's okay. But anyway, you look different. Oh yes, this whenever I do like just chatting or tier list streams or something like that, I like to use my 3D model just because it gives like more motion, if you get what I mean. Because my 2D model, as much as I love it, isn't as expressive a lot of the times. And I'm afraid that during just chatting streams, you guys are just straight up watching me like move. We need season 5. We do. Well, okay, not really, but we do. I stand by. We're like they didn't need to make a season 5, but like if you're gonna be saying you're making a season 5, it better be good. It better be good because I cannot stand the idea of them doing like a reboot and it ending up like Teen Titans Go. Because if I swear to God, if the freaking season 5 of Phineas and Ferb ends up being like Teen Titans Go or like a reboot, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so freaking like done because they cannot ruin another one of my childhood shows. They already ruined Teen Titans. They cannot ruin Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb was literally like the first show I watched as a kid, so I cannot fathom the idea of them messing it up because I would be heartbroken. But anyway, I didn't realize my freaking food my food tier list stream already took like 4 hours total, and we only had half the like. There's every single episode on here, like literally from the roller coaster episode all the way down to the movie that they made after Phineas and Ferb ended, called Candace against what is it? Phineas and Ferb Candace against the universe. So it's like we're gonna be here a while. We're gonna be here a while. I hope I can make it through. I hope I can make it through, but you know what? We'll see. Because every time I'm like, oh, I'll stream until I finish it, I end up chickening out. So let's see. But I have water next to me. This water's old. But anyway, so the way we're gonna do this is these episodes, as far as I know, are in chronological order. So I did look, and based on my memory, these are correct. So as the regular tier list goes, S being the best, F being the worst, I will not be sorting them within the tiers. So just because say I put like roller coaster here, but then I put like this one like here, this does not mean that I like this one better than this one. It just means that they're in the same tier. Because if I had to do that, we'd be here for like ridiculously long amount of time. And the way I'll be ranking them is I'll be taking into account everything in like everything, like songs, the story, Doofenshmirtz, like everything. So, oh my God, I am not ready for this. I'm not ready for this because this is like I said, we're gonna be here a while. But anyway, enough chit chat. Let's get into the main event because oh my God, we're gonna be here a freaking while. But number one, season 1. I also wait. Before I start, I actually one more note. I do have the episode synopsises on the side here. You can't see it, but it's on my second monitor because I'll admit, as much as a Phineas and Ferb fan I am, I looked at some of these episodes and was like, I don't remember half of what happened during them. But I haven't rewatched it in a long time. I basically just rewatched the episodes that I like. But I do remember a majority of them, I think. So hopefully it works out in the end. I just got a notification. I have my oh my god, wait, hold up. I just put my mic in my mouth by accident. I have my iPad on the side just so that in case I need to respond to something, I can. So let me just double check whatever the heck this was. All right. But anyway, let us now actually get into it. All right. Roller coaster. There's no way it's actually just called roller coaster, is it? Oh, it literally is just called roller coaster. It does. I thought every other thing has like a pun or some creative name. This one's just called roller coaster, but I guess it's because it's the first episode in the entire series. So this is what started it all. Low key, I do like the episode, but compared to like the older ones, it's like okay because if you watch the entire series, goodbye, Casa, goodbye, have a good night. If you watch like the entire series, if you rewatch this one, it's like it's a lot of shows when you watch the first episode after watching the rest of it after a while, the characters aren't the same. Because explain to me why Phineas in this one is actually like a kind of little piece of shit. Be like Isabella comes over in this episode and is like, hey, you want to go swimming? And he's like kind of in the middle of something here. It's like, okay, bitch, I guess. But it's still a pretty good episode, but it is like the first one. And none of the characters are like super developed because I think Buford's in this one for like 5 seconds, but he just like he just bullies some kids in it. I think Baljeet is here like for a split second. Isabella is there just for Phineas to be a piece of shit. So I'm gonna say like honestly C tier, especially considering that there is another episode afterwards that is very similar to it. All right, so that first one done, yippee, and we're only 12 minutes in. Dragon, you have an eye tracker yet? Oh yeah, this one has eye tracking. Like you can see me look left and right. This one does have eye tracking. I just don't have crazy eye tracking. Phineas is so rude and sassy in the first episode. For real! See, you get it. Some dude on the internet. Love the name, by the way. All right. So yeah, Phineas, I think just knocks it down. And it's like I don't even remember what like Doofenshmirtz's thing was. According to the wiki, it says that he was reversing the rotation of the earth. But like, I don't even remember why he wanted to do that. All right, next up, we have oh, wait, is there a way I could just continue with the episodes like on here so I can keep up with it? Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I keep up with the episodes on the wiki in case I have any questions. All right, next up, Lawn Gnome Beach Party of Terror. Why? I don't know why it's called that. Isn't this just a backyard? Yeah, this is literally just a backyard beach episode. So in this one, they literally just have a beach in their backyard, which I don't know how they did it, considering that they kind of just destroyed all the houses surrounding their house, but okay, I guess. Also, hello, Roblox. Welcome. So, they have a huge paradise beach in their backyard on the hottest day of summer. Meanwhile, Agent P tries to stop Doofenshmirtz from stealing all the oh, that's why it's called that. Doofenshmirtz tries to steal all the lawn gnomes in the tri-state area, it's because he was forced to be a garden gnome when he was a kid by his abusive-ass family. Tier S would be the episode with the most Phineas time. Nah, no, that's not true. It's only half true. But no. There's a little more to it than that, Sunny. There's a little bit more to it than that. But the backyard beach one, this is like when Jeremy was introduced, right? When Candace first shows that she has like feelings for Jeremy. And the backyard beach song, the roller coaster one did not have any songs. The backyard beach song's kind of a bop. When I was younger, I didn't like it, but now that I'm listening to it again or recently, it's kind of got a beat to it. And I would play it, but obviously copyright. That's also why I don't have any background music, because if I want to make clips of this stream, I don't want there to have any problems with the background music. Otherwise, I totally would have Phineas and Ferb songs playing in the background, but then I'm afraid I would start singing along. But this one is also, I feel like C tier. I feel like it's still C tier. I can't explain why. It's definitely not D, but I don't think it's like B worthy. Because for me, C tier is like mid. Like S is for like peak, like oh my god, this will never get old. C is like for like I don't mind it. It's okay. A is for like oh yeah, that's good. It's just not S tier. B is like, oh yeah, that's on my list of like episodes to recommend to people. D is like, I didn't really like it, and F is like, I just think it's actually a bad episode. Dr. Doofenshmirtz has the most tragic backstory out of a villain. He had a terrible childhood, and yet he's still like weirdly a good person. Like I love Doofenshmirtz. He's so silly. He's so as my little sister would say, he's so goob. Hey, overhealing, welcome. All right, so yeah, I think the Garden Gnome of Terror, like, yeah, I like Candace is like the fact that Jeremy's introduced in it, and like it does give good backstory for Doofenshmirtz, but other than that, it's like meh, it's okay. I'm not gonna go anything crazy about it. All right, so that's 2. Number 3, Flop Stars. If you do not know Flop Stars and you did watch Phineas and Ferb, you are a fake fan, because this is the episode where they create a one-hit wonder because their mom was like a pop star, and they're like, oh, it'd be cool to be a one-hit wonder. And like this is the one where they wrote Gitchy Gitchy Goo. And if you don't know that song, look it up, because this is like one of the iconic Phineas and Ferb songs, in my opinion, kind of similar to like Busted or Squirrels in My Pants. It's like it didn't go viral, but it definitely, like, if you watch Phineas and Ferb, there's no way you don't know this song. Wait, Dragon, I thought you were going to Backyard Beach S tier for your little bit more. Little bit more what? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, Flop Stars, Gitchy Gitchy Goo. Definitely, like, oh my god. And then there's one more thing about this episode. Oh, and this, okay. The fact that they had a checklist about being one-hit wonders is like they refused to make a second song, even when signing a record label. Like, Phineas had a diva moment. He was like, how dare you, sir? Like, we are, Phineas and the Ferb Tones are purely a one-hit wonder. Good day to you. And it's just like, oh my god, this 8-year-old or 10-year-old or however old he is going wild. So, S tier, because I still listen to Gitchy Gitchy Goo, like, when I'm driving to school. So, like, it's definitely S tier, because why are Phineas and Ferb songs so freaking good? So yeah, definitely first S tier of the day, because like the song alone makes it an S tier in my heart. All right, next episode, next. We have The Fast and the Phineas. So this episode is when I think they literally just make a car and then basically compete in what is the equivalent of NASCAR. But the reason they can drive the car is because it's a remote control car. So like Phineas and Ferb, because okay, childhood crush. Let's make this very clear. It is a childhood crush. I am now an adult that is still a child. And when I had the crush, I was also a child. I was 8. So when you're an 8-year-old, you're not watching the show, or at least I wasn't watching the show being like, oh my god, guys, like, look, he's shirtless. I was looking and being like, oh my god, he's so smart and stupid. So yeah, no, definitely no. It's definitely still a C tier. I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole. All right. Hello, Pressvale. Oh my god. Thank you so much for joining the membership. Thank you, Pressvale. Welcome. Well, welcome again, I guess. Welcome again. Thank you. All right. So moving on from whatever I just had to explain, but The Fast and the Phineas, remote control car. This is when the Fireside Girls were also introduced, because they needed a pit crew, and Isabella was like, I know a bunch of people who are really good at working together, and I do like the fact that, like, I do love the Fireside Girls because it is very like I'm gonna say empowering, for lack of a better word, because they like they literally pull out a thing. It's like, okay, girls, we're working with a blah 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 engine, and I'm just like, I literally am a mechanical engineer major, and like we work with cars, and I don't understand what they're saying. So definitely a good episode. It I don't know where to put it, because I think I like it a little bit more than the roller coaster one. I do think it's a little bit better, especially with the characters they introduce. And it's like, I do also kind of like how like Phineas just straight up trusts Ferb to like pilot him through this, because there's a crash on the racetrack. Like they literally crash. Like there's all like a entire thing. So I'm like, the fact that like Ferb was piloting it, that puts it up for me. Whatever world this is set in, grown-ups have no regard for the children are doing some crazy stuff. You're right. You're right. But then that's why they have a little prison. Like I think like there's literally an episode about that, which we'll get to. But yeah, I think I'll put in B tier for now. These are all subject to change. These are all subject to change. All right. Next, we have lights, Candace, action. So, okay. This one, I feel bad for Candace because like the shit that she had to go through in this, it's like they just want to make a movie, but Candace just straight up ends up getting like her ass handed to her because they like, why did they dump everything but the kitchen sink on her? Physically, like literally everything. And then they also proceeded to drop a sink onto her. Like that's something I remember very specifically. I have the characters in my book series followed PNF knockoff. Anyone want to guess what it's about? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But Lights, Candace, action. It's like, honestly, I didn't like this one. I'd say this one is a D tier because it just like it's just not it's not memorable. There's no like very funny moments in it. It's just like basically Candace getting like beat up. And I'm not gonna be like Phineas and Ferb did on purpose, but this is one of the episodes where I feel like she's severely mistreated to the point where it's like it's not even funny. It's just sad. Like even after she got like her debut, she did get her movie at the end, which was the whole premise of the series. But even then, like it didn't end well. She still like she still got like low-key made fun of by people online because they made her like Godzilla. So I think that it's gonna be a D tier for me. I don't even like Candace all that much. It's just the fact that like, yeah, it's just the fact that it wasn't fun to watch her get like beat up. Candace has the longest neck out of any person in the show. What? Oh my god, we have to wait till the runway episode. All right, we'll get to that. I'm just here listening because I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, this is how you get into Phineas and Ferb. You listen to me rant about it for like an extended period of time, and then eventually you'll be like, oh yeah, I'll watch it. That's how you get it. That's how you watch it. That's how you start. All right. But anyway, next one. Raging Bully. I'm extremely biased against this one because Raging Bully is let me read the synopsis. Freaking ads. Buford challenges Phineas to a thumb wrestling competition. Phineas receives training by guest star Evander Holly. Who the fuck is that? Meanwhile, Dr. Buford invents a. Oh my god! Wait, I can't read that. Never mind, I can't read that. But this one is literally just Phineas accidentally drops like I think ice cream on Buford. Buford threatens to beat him up. There's a montage of them training, and then Phineas gets his ass handed to him, and then like gets ice cream dumped on his head, and then that's how the fight ends, and then they become friends. So I don't like this one because it doesn't even like give any type of character building for Buford, who ends up being an important character later on in the series. It's just not. I just don't like it. Like it's basically what happened with Candace, but to Phineas. Giant Series was created August 17, 2007, and it's 2025. Phineas is 18 years old. Cartoon logic. If we're going by that logic, then he's 18 years old when I was like, oh, I don't want to say that because then you can do the math for my age. But he was 18 years old a long time ago. He was 18 before I was 18. So, but anyway, F. I don't like it. I don't like episodes where I get secondhand embarrassment. And this one just made me feel bad. This one gave me secondhand embarrassment. So I just can't. I don't like it. When I first watched The Greatest Showman, the main character, Phineas, specifically his name, was always made me think of this show. Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially when like if there was a character ever named Ferb anywhere, like I would be like Phineas and Ferb, Phineas and Ferb, Phineas and Ferb. But yeah. So I have to make sure I stay hydrated because if I don't, then I'm actually going to have to end stream like at the 2 hour mark because I'm gonna lose my voice. Next episode. Candace loses her head. This one, they go to Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna start reading the synopsises so that people can actually like know what happens in it. Phineas and Ferb remodeled Mount Rushmore for Candace's 15th birthday, while Agent P stops Doofenshmirtz from making a tunnel to China. So, I I don't even remember this episode all that much. It's just like I just remember that they were like they did it as her gift. She loved it, and then like it got blown up because of Doofenshmirtz like making lava go into Mount Rushmore, which completely destroyed all their work. So and I think that's literally the premise of the entire episode. If you could tell, there's a trend where like I don't like episode. I know it's a comedy show, so like there aren't supposed to be like development eras, but it's also like when I don't remember much from the episode or like it just means that it did not stick for me, and it puts it down on the tier list immensely. Cause like I barely remember anything from this episode besides the fact that like the lava came out of Candace's nose on her thing, and then that's kind of it. So it's like nothing crazy. There isn't even like a there's not even a song, I think, in this one. I don't even think there's a song. And if there is a song, it wasn't a good one, I guess. Yeah, some were fillers. Yeah, this one was like a filler, but I guess because they talk about Candace's 15th birthday, but then that's kind of it. So I'm gonna go with D tier because like it's not that bad, but it's definitely not like I could have done without this episode. Basically, if it's an episode that I wouldn't mind if it was gone, it would go here. And then if it's an episode that like I could watch, like I see it as like an important episode for the series, but it's not like on my list of rewatches, it would go here. And then like these ones are like ones that I've rewatched, but then like it goes up by tier. So yeah, D tier. This is looking like kind of a rough tier list already. Candace is built different to have heart attacks every day because of Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, when people are like, oh my god, Candace is so mean, it's like, but then as you get older, it's just like, she wasn't mean. She was just the only realistic individual in this entire show. So like, you know, look, give Candace a break. Give Candace a break. Cause like, oh my god, that poor girl. But anyway, next one. We have iRobot. This one scared me as a child. This episode scared me when I was younger because I don't remember why it scared me so bad, but it did. Like that one actually scared me as a kid. Like, you know how sometimes you have things that when you're a kid, they just scare you and like you don't know why. You just know that they did. That's exactly what this episode is for me. But anyway, this episode, the synopsis is Phineas and Ferb build robot versions of themselves, Findroids and Furbots, to help with their big ideas. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz tries to remove all the messages he left on his girlfriend's answering machine. Wait, he has a girlfriend? I don't remember Doofenshmirtz having a girlfriend besides like maybe one or two. I don't even remember. Like I said, this episode scared me when I was younger. So I guess that's why I never rewatched it, because like the me being scared is what I remember most of. But I think this is actually the first episode where Phineas and Ferb had to face the consequences of like what they built, because the Findroids and Furbots like rebelled. They rebelled against them because the reason they made the robots is so that they could do everything on their bucket list because they had too many ideas. And then the robots became sentient or something. I don't even remember how they got rid of them. I think they got rid of them through like a giant magnet. I think it was the giant magnet. And let me look. The Phineas and Ferb wiki to the rescue. Oh my god, the description's so long. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm not reading this. It's a huge block of text. Now I remember. If Draggy could sing lyrics from what might have been technically, you could replace Isabella's voice and have grown up Phineas. No. I do know all the lyrics, but no, I'm not doing that. That's too much. That's too freaking weird. But anyway, moving on. I'm gonna put this one in C tier because I genuinely do not like. There's nothing wrong with the episode. It's just that I personally did not vibe with it, but that's not enough to put it down in the D tier. it's just not. It's an episode that I believe was actually relevant, but it did scare me as a child. So I'm just gonna like let it. I'm just gonna let it sit here in C tier. Oh, it could go to C tier. I'll give it that much. It was a giant magnet because also the 2D the second dimension movie. Okay, so it was a giant magnet. All right, I'm glad to know that my memory isn't that rusty. All right, and then now we could talk about Candace's long ass neck. Is it ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾᚷᚗᚾᚷᚗ? What did he call her? But yeah, we're on to runway. So this is the episode where let me read the synopsis. Phineas and Ferb join Gaston Lemaude's runway, and their outfits become the newest trend. At the same time, Candace tries to become the newest fashion model. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz creates clones of himself so that they can wait in line for him, which was actually a based decision from Doofenshmirtz. Like that is actually a crazy like the fact that he was like, I don't want to wait in line, so I'm gonna make clones of myself. Listening to you talk about Phineas and Ferb has the same energy of Sylvia from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know what that series is. But I'll take it as a compliment. but let me see if I can find what he calls her. So basically, Candace wants to become a runway model, and she does become like the main model because the fashion designer makes clothes that like his latest line requires them to have a ridiculously long neck. And so he hires Candace, but then before she gets to go on the runway, Phineas and Ferb come in with their newest designs, and Candace refuses to wear them because it's basically just their clothes. So, and they called it like summer all the time. So Candace basically was like, "No, I'm not doing that shit." But let me see if I could find what he called her. I think it was a coup de crayon, which means pencil neck in French. So honestly, this one goes to B tier because I love it when shows acknowledge like weird character like design. So they acknowledge like I know that a lot of characters in the show have really weird heads, but the fact that Phineas in this world also has a weird head, like everyone goes like, man, that kid has a weird head. So it's like he doesn't even have a normal head for that universe. He just has a weird head. It's just weirder in our universe, but for their universe, it's still a weird head. And it's like, it's so, oh my god, I just can't. And then even with Isabella, they're like, you do realize his head's a triangle, right? It's like, yeah, she knows. It's okay, Isabella. I understand you. Oh my god. But yeah, B tier. B tier. They're like, low-key, I'll like even put it there because maybe I should put these in the order of like how much I actually like them. All right, this one can go there. That okay, yeah. You know what? I know I said I wasn't gonna order them in like the tiers, but maybe I will because it's actually not that hard. Kind of hate how after Phineas and Ferb ended, Disney only made movies and never thought of the 5th season until recently. Disney needs to think more. First, Phineas and Ferb with okay movies, now MCU. The thing is with like, I really don't think we needed a 5th season because they ended it like perfectly fine. Like they don't need to make a 5th season. But that's why I say it's like, if they're gonna make a 5th season, it better be good. They didn't need to. But if you're gonna pull that type of shit, you better make it good and not ruin the series. Because that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. But anyway, but sorry about my like rant because like I just can't get over it. I can't get over stuff like that. I love it when shows are like, yeah, that character looks weird. Like, whoa, it's like, yeah. I'm not even gonna. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna quote something, but I don't want to quote like what I was thinking about. All right. Next up, we have the magnificent. What does that say? The Magnificent Few. Wait, I don't. The Magnificent Few. What is this episode about? I could tell that it's the episode where like they become cowboys, but here. A visit to a dude ranch turns into a cattle drive through town for Phineas, Ferb, and Isabella. Meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz starts an aluminum siding business by making the termite controlling helmet to control termites. Oh. So Doofenshmirtz basically like wants to start selling aluminum. So he wants to like control termites so that all the wood basically gets like taken away by like the termites. So then people will buy aluminum. I think that's why. But I don't get the I don't get the name of the episode. Usually I can at least remember, but like this episode was okay. But it wasn't like when I watched this episode, it's not like these ones where it's like, oh yeah, like things like they do something extraordinary. They just kind of ride on horses and herd cattle. And there are kids today who do that. There are kids today who do that. Like I understand that it is a very like it is a skill and it isn't in fact a sport. But in this context, it wasn't very like it was just them riding horses because of a dude ranch that lost their cows. Like it's nothing crazy, nothing memorable. That's kind of it. My thought is if they have movies after the original show, just make another season. If they want to have more Phineas and Ferb, then just make a new season. Disney is stupid. Okay, you know what? If that's your reasoning, I agree. Because you're already putting in the effort to make a movie, so why not just make like a series? Unless if the movie is specifically describing something that was unfinished, then that's different. But the movie was literally just about like Candace and like it wasn't anything like crazy. If anything, I actually didn't even like the movie that much. Half the time, the title was ignored or skipped when aired. That's true. But anyway, Magnificent View can like honestly go into D tier because it's like it's just them riding it's just them riding horses. Like I don't remember anything. Like they had a good song, I guess, called "In the Mall," where it's like in the mall, up and down the escalator in the mall. I got a yanker for potatoes in the mall, in the mall. Like, but it's like it's also just a repetitive. It's like it's one of their lower tier songs anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna stick it in. I'm gonna stick it in D tier. Also, welcome back, Casa. Welcome. So yeah, definitely D tier. All right. Next up, we have Swinter. Swinter. Let me read the synopsis. Phineas and Ferb use a snow cone machine to create Swinter, an what? Amalgam of winter. What's an amalgam? An amalgam of winter and summer. Meanwhile, Candace follows Jeremy around, noticing him hang out with what looks like a girl. Elsewhere, Doofenshmirtz plans to melt all the chocolate in the tri-state area with his Meltonator 65,000. So you can guess how like the Swinter went away. You can guess what happened to the snow. But I think Swinter, the song was okay. Because it's like then also fly a kite time, because it's winter. I can't hit that note, but yeah, that song was like okay. It was pretty good. And then Candace, this also showed like Candace's like jealous tendencies, and it was funny because like Jeremy wasn't even the reason why it says was what looked like a girl. It was just a guy with long hair. So like, but I did like this one. I think this one can go into C tier. Like, I think this one can go into C tier right here. I think right there is pretty good. I think yeah. C tier. I definitely like it better than Robot, but I think Backyard Beach is just like it's like its counterpart. It's like its counterpart because it was just summer on summer energy. And the Backyard Beach song, I do like it more than Swinter. They made 3 movies after the show ended. Who wanted Bob Death Mall or Marvel Phineas and Ferb? The Marvel Phineas and Ferb movie came out. That's not a movie, and that came out before the series ended. Same thing with the Ferb Death Mall. That one also came out during like it aired within a season. It's not a movie. It's actually an episode, and it came out before the last episode. It was actually, I think, even season 3. It wasn't even season 4. So that one doesn't count as a movie because it's not a movie, and it came out before the series ended. All right. So let me see. All right. Jerk de Soleil. That is supposed to be a pun on circus. Frick, I don't even remember what like it's actually called. Is it Cirque de Soleil? Like the circus. That's what that is supposed to be a pun towards. It's just a crossover special. Yeah, it's not a it's not a movie though. It's not a movie. Cuz then like it's just a two-parter. It's just a two-parter. And it does, I think, honestly get referenced again later on. And it did have development for Phineas's and Candace's relationship because that was the first time Phineas got mad. Okay, wait, why am I talking about this? That like it literally is down here. It's gonna be here, so it's fine. All right. So for Cirque du Soleil, Cirque du Soleil. The boys create a circus for the neighborhood after their original circus plans are canceled. While Jeremy gives Candace wild parsnips, which she's allergic to. Doofenshmirtz creates a device to make people's voices higher, so his own voice seems lower. Wait, I remember this episode. Is this the one with Candace becomes like some type of like jazz singer? And she like sings a song called "Evil Boys," and it's like, oh crap. This one's like, ah crap. The songs do give me a lot of like bias because this one's actually, crap. Because I don't remember anything about Phineas and Ferb in this one. I only remember Candace in this one, where it's like she sings a song, but because of her being allergic to the parsnips, her voice drops down like 3 octaves, and she just starts singing. Like she just starts freestyling, talking about her brothers being evil, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know because the song is really good. I can't sing it because I don't have like a voice that low and I don't have a voice changer on. But I just remember it being a good song, and it was like a generally like funny episode. So low key, I'll put it here just because of Candace's song. Like her song was like, oh my god, her song was like pretty good. I think so. I agree. Dragon used auto tune. I don't have auto tune on my computer. I don't have it set up. I need to. Once my nose starts getting clogged, that means I need to take a drink. That's the episode with the lunch bag on head. Yeah, yeah, because she had a severe allergic reaction, so she covered her face because she had a whole bunch of rashes on her face. But yeah, I think it's pretty fair to put it up there. So far, we have like a lot of these are Candace centered episodes. Like these 3, I think are like not this one, not really, but these 2 kind of like Candace plays a very big role in them. But Candace isn't even like she isn't even like one of my favorite characters. But I think the episodes, like her songs, are usually like good too. Are you my mummy? What happens in this episode again? Are you my mummy? Where is Are You My Mummy? Are You My Mummy? There we go. It came out on 15th of February 2008. Kind of crazy. Synopsis. While watching a mummy movie with their dad, Phineas and Ferb decide to go in search of a real mummy. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz attempts to create some beachfront property. This one, I think they literally like just chase around a mummy the entire episode. And like the song is called My Undead Mummy and Me. I think like My Undead Mummy and Me. Like it's something like that. I was completely off. But this I don't remember much about this one. And like, well, I keep saying that. I do remember actually a lot. It's just the fact that there's nothing memorable about a lot of these episodes. Like especially season 1, because I think like they get better later on, especially since the characters are more developed, so they could do more. But I think this one also just straight up goes into D tier because it's just like it's just them with the mummy. It's nothing crazy either. It's like it's just okay. It's just fine. It's nothing crazy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like think of stuff to say about it, but that episode genuinely like it doesn't stick in my brain because it just had nothing crazy about it that I found super enjoyable. I think that's why I even put like Robot above it because Robot I remember like a good amount of it. But next episode, we're only like how many episodes in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're only 13 episodes in. This is gonna be forever. All right. Next up, we have Ready for the Betties. So in this one, Candace and Stacy get to travel with their favorite band only to find out that they're really snobs, or that they're real snobs. Meanwhile, Phineas and Ferb become secret agents for a day after finding one of Perry's secret lair entrances. Now Perry has to protect the boys without being noticed by them while trying to stop ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾᚷᚗ. This episode is an A tier. I do remember the episode very well. I hate how Perry is ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗ's only friend. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗ is so tragic. He really is. He really is. Like, why does everyone treat him so poorly? Because he's not even like he's not even that bad of a guy, and it's just so unfortunate. But ready for the Betties, because like this was the first episode where Perry actually like had like he came so close to getting revealed. And like the fact that Phineas the entire time was like, "Oh my God, Ferb, you made this? Oh, Agent P for Phineas," and it's like, "No, dude, you're just stupid." And like the fact that Ferb keeps telling him like it wasn't me, and Phineas is just like, "Don't be so humble, bro. Like you got this. Like you did so good." And it's just like, oh my God. And then Agent P just the entire time having like a heart attack, whereas like he just trying his hardest. Oh, but also like. Wait, is this the one where ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗ like chases Perry? There's one where Perry doesn't like thwart ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗ, and he just like starts chasing him, and it's just like I don't think it was this one. I don't think it was this episode, but yeah, this one just like hits all the marks for me, and they also have like a good song, even though it's a very short song. There's a very short song. There's a lot of Phineas and Ferb episodes. Yeah, there's like over like 100. And I'm like, it's already almost been an hour, and we're not even like, I don't even think we're halfway through season 1. I don't like, how many episodes are there in season 1? There are a lot. We're not even halfway through season 1. We're not even halfway. All right, so yeah, get ready for the Betties though. Definitely A tier for me. Definitely A tier because of just the amount of stupidity in it. All right, next up. I would do a poll so you guys could vote on your own tier, but I feel like it would be too much work. So I'm just not going to do that because it would take a long time to put up every poll. All right. Next up, I Scream, You Scream. This one is kind of like okay. Let me read the synopsis first. Sorry, one second. Synopsis. I Scream, You Scream. I think this is where Vanessa is introduced. It is! All right. The boys plan to make the biggest ice cream maker for Isabella after her tonsils are taken out. Vanessa ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗ spends the day at her dad's company, trying to convince her mom that he's evil, in the same style Candace is to Linda. So, this is the one that has busted. It also introduces Ferb's crush on Vanessa. And then it also low key, like, there's a lot of videos. Oh, hi, Noah. Oh my God. Hi, Noah. How are you? I didn't even read who said it. Sorry. But all right. So this episode, I stand by this shit where like, yeah, Isabella had a crush on Phineas like the entire series. But then like, explain, like, there's no way this bitch was like, oh, I started having things for you in high school. It's like, no. He definitely had a crush on Isabella the entire freaking time and just did not know it. Like, he did not understand his feelings because it is not normal. It is not normal for your friend to be like, I just need some ice cream. And you go, we're going to make you the world's biggest ice cream maker. Like, you did not need to do that. You could have just went to the kitchen or the grocery store or even your own house and bought like or brought ice cream. Like she did not need that much. You did not need to go that crazy. And the fact that like, oh my God, I just like, that's not normal behavior. I'm sorry. Like you could be like, oh, she's just a friend all you want, but that's complete and utter bullshit and we all know it. And if you refuse to acknowledge it, I'm sorry, but you're just wrong. But yeah, A tier. Because also like, why is Ferb like seeing Vanessa and then having the swooning there is like a there is a sound effect that they play every time Ferb sees Vanessa, and it's just like, Ferb, you're like 10, you're like 8 to 10. Vanessa is 16. That's crazy. But yeah, still A tier though, because oh my God, like I don't And Busted is in that like episode. And Busted is one of, in my opinion, the best Phineas and Ferb like songs in the series. So it's definitely got to go up there. The backstory makes the villain. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾ has terrible backstory compared to the second dimension. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾ, yeah, we'll get to that when the second dimension episode comes up. Or the movie comes up. We'll get to that. But I know exactly what you're talking about, though. I know exactly what you're talking about with the choo choo. Where if you didn't watch this episode or the movie, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's okay. We'll get there eventually. Okay, but next up we have Toy to the World. Let me pull up the synopsis. Where is Toy to the World? Toy to the World. Hardy Hard Toy Company's newest bestseller prompts Phineas and Ferb to make a better toy. Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾ tries to become rich by forcing people to use his toll booths to get in and out of the tri-state area. I don't remember that ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾ bit. I actually have no memory at all of him having a toll gate scheme. Like, I don't remember that at all. I do remember the Phineas and Ferb like Perry action figure, because I think what they make, the toy that they make for the episode, the one that makes them go like, "Oh, we can make a better toy," is literally a toy brick. Like that is the entire, like, the toy is just a toy brick. It's not like the pet rock where it's like, "Oh, you can have a pet rock." Like, it's literally just a brick. That's what I remember. So, I this episode, it's okay. It's okay. It is funny because Perry literally has to be taken out of commission because he became like, his image became too realistic. And then also the fact that, like, I think they put a fedora on like the action figure or something, and Phineas was like, "What did we talk about, people? He's a platypus. They don't do much. What are you talking about? He'd be wearing a fedora." So honestly, this one could go like here. I can go here because I think I do like it better than Brobot, but it's still a pretty tame episode compared to some of the others. All right. So yeah, C tier. Next up, we have Get That Bigfoot Out of My Face. While visiting their grandparents, Phineas, Ferb, Candace, and the rest of the gang encounter Bigfoot, or so they think. Elsewhere, Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾ's date is interrupted by Agent P. Oh no! Wait, this is the episode where Perry pretends to be ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗ's pet because ᚞ᚱᚨᚗ has a date, and he's like, "Can you act like a normal house pet?" And Perry just like pulls it off to a T, because little does ᚞ᚱᚨᚗᚗ know that is Perry's daily life. That he literally is just like a pet on his like off hours. So oh my god, this, just because of that part, I honestly think that this is either B or like A. I'm gonna put it high B for now, because like the Bigfoot part was okay. Like, nothing super, like I said, nothing super memorable. But the fact that Perry was like, he was being ᚞ᚱᚨᚗ's wingman. Like, get yourself a friend like Perry the Platypus. Because why is he putting up with all of ᚞ᚱᚨᚗ's like stupid shit? But that is also like, you know, there for him. But also will tell him like, you need to chill. Like, oh my god, their friendship is so weird to me. It's so weird, but it's actually so good. All right. But anyway, yeah, oh wait, crap. I keep on pressing buttons that I'm not supposed to be. But I think that when I first read it, I was just like, "Oh, I don't remember this episode." But now that I actually am like remembering it, I'm just like, "Yeah, that is definitely like a good episode. It's definitely up there for me." All right. But whoo, next episode. Let me get some water. Oh my god. It's already almost been an hour, you guys. How am I supposed to do this? I'm like gonna start leaning back in my chair and putting my feet up. All right. How many episodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're only 17 in. Let me just look. How many Phineas and Ferb episodes are there? Wait, that doesn't answer how many episodes there are. Hold up. I'm made for. Oh no, episodes. I wanted to look episodes. 189. 189 episodes. There's no way I'm finishing this in one stream. There's no way I'm finishing this in one stream. We're gonna have to go like we're gonna have to like do this as like a series or something. Cause like I can't do this for I can't do this for 10 hours. 10 hours? I can't do this. All right, let me honestly change the stream title. Ranking every. God damn. Wait, how do I? I'm gonna stop at season 1. Uh, ranking, ever season 1. I'm changing the name of the stream title. I can't do this. I can't do all of them at once. I'm gonna be here forever. All right. So next up we have it's a mud world. Wait, mud. I said too many muds. It's only 4 muds. It's a mud world. All right. Phineas and Ferb help Candace learn how to parallel park by building a monster truck track in the backyard. Meanwhile, Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾᚷᚗᚾ is marketing his new line for monster trucks to investors and proceeds to try and get rid of the competition. So, does that basically mean did he have like an innator that just got rid of monster trucks? I think that's what I remember, but I can't be entirely sure. But I think that is the case of what happened. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wait. I don't even remember what happens in this one. Well, actually, no. I don't remember what the song is. There is a song. Here's a song. Wait. Oh, she's a truck driving girl. Truck driving girl is the name of the song. I don't remember the tune of it, but I remember it not being bad. And I do like how they did this so that Candace could learn to parallel park. And the fact that like there's a guy who was like her rival, her main rival in this, who was just like this like older guy he was a jerk, and he was like making fun of her, and then he couldn't parallel park, whereas like Candace was able to. So it was like it's funny because he kept on hitting the trash cans, because the way they parallel parked is that they set up 2 trash cans. Because when you parallel park, that's how you practice, where you have like a trash can to represent the front of one car, and then a trash can to represent the back of the other car. And going back and forth, it literally was just like, ah, ah! Like, it was just her screaming every time she hit the trash can. I'm going to put this one in, like, high B tier as well. Because I do also like the episodes where Phineas and Ferb help Candace. Like, that one was, like, good. This was a good one. And also, it did show off Isabella when she does announcements, because Isabella's, like, very cute. And she has like a higher voice, but when she does like the announcements for it, her voice becomes like that of like a really deep like man voice for some reason, which I thought, like, to me that's like a funny thing because it's consistent. She does it a lot. Like every time there's an announcer, it's always like it reveals that it's Isabella, and I think it's really funny. So I'm gonna let that one be high B tier. Let me see. Wait. Mom's birthday isn't supposed to be here yet. It's supposed to be lower in the list, but I will let it slide. We will just go in order of the tier list just because it is the most it's the most logical in my opinion. So, Mom's birthday. Oh my god, my nose. My nose is dying. So, Mom's birthday. Mom's birthday is a really sweet episode. Let me pull up the synopsis. Today is Linda's birthday, and Candace tries to make it the best birthday ever. But every time she does, Phineas and Ferb beat her to it. Meanwhile, Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾᚷᚗᚾ tries to shrink everything that he hates, so he never has to see them again. Okay. So, I think this episode, there was a bit in it where Candace literally is trying to write a song for their mom. And they have a music room. And the innator that ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾᚷᚗᚾ made it so that, I don't know why, but every instrument that, like, every instrument that began with a B would get taken off of like would be blipped out of existence. And Candace like was trying to write. She's like, "Oh, it's a good thing I can still play the bongos," and then it would disappear. It's a good thing I can still play the like the banjo. It's a good thing I still play the, and then like she just keeps going, and then like it's like they even have to have a cutaway for how long she was there, and it's just like how many instruments are there that begin with a B? I can only name two: the bongos and the banjo. I almost said bazooka, but that's not an instrument. So it's like, how many instruments are there that are named that are like that have the beginning with a B? Because like, well, how'd she go through all of those? And like, and then here I am going like a banjo, a bongo, and a bazooka. Like it's not. Oh my god! It's just that one bit lives in my brain rent free. But I also think it's super sweet how much like trouble they all went through for their mom, and the fact that Phineas and Ferb they didn't overshadow Candace on purpose. They literally just it was just purely coincidental, and the fact that they gave her time to shine. So honestly, like this one can go here. Like Mom's Birthday is a really sweet episode, and I am a sucker for like things like that. I think it's really cute. So yeah, I they will yeah, definitely there. Definitely there. I keep saying yeah, but it's just cuz I'm not good at voicing my thoughts. I'm not good at voicing my thoughts cuz it's just a feeling, you guys. It's just a vibe. It's just a vibe I get from the episode. Oh my god, my nose. All right, next up. Next up, we're back to our regularly scheduled program. We have uh wait, where am I? We are at Journey to the Center of Candace. Uh actually Loki, give me like 5 seconds. I'm going to go and get a snack. So I will be right back. Do I have the be right back screen set up yet? Let me check. I don't think I do. I don't. Oh wait, BRB. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a snack. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just ran downstairs and grabbed some like crepes. So, we're good. Oh yeah, I'm taking the sip of water because it's very sweet. I love the Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated song. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. I can't sing, but yeah, I do. Oh my god, I'm spoiler for like the for season 4, but there's like one where like Doofenshmirtz is like he's not evil anymore, but they keep the jingle, so they literally go Doofenshmirtz Incorporated. Like they get rid of the evil part, but yeah, I don't know if you could hear it, but like I have like a crepe. It's wrapped in plastic. I brought up like 5 crepes, so this should sustain me for the rest of the stream. Hopefully, I didn't eat yet today. Um, but oh well. Journey to the center of Candace. Isabella's dog Pinky eats her sash, so the boys go build a mini submarine to retrieve it. But instead, they end up with inside Candace. Perry is forced to take direct action while Dr. Jupiter's latest scheme specifically threatens Phineas and Ferb. Oh, wait. What does ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚗᚾᚷᚗᚾ try to do in this one? Because that, I usually remember those ones. Vacuum cleanerinator, make up your mindinator, people who can't make up their mind. Oh! Oh, so Phineas and Ferb said that they couldn't make up their mind at breakfast to like what to eat, or like couldn't make up their mind about something, right? Doofenshmirtz's Inator like targets people who can't make up their mind. So Perry actually gets really upset about this because it targets Phineas and Ferb, and like Perry genuinely loves like his family, like Candace included. So like oh, and this is also an episode where Candace is like trying to go on a date with Jeremy, and she just ends up humiliating herself because of Phineas and Ferb's actions, because they ate like she ate this. I can't feel bad for Candace in this one because she ate. All right, they put the submarine in a sandwich. Candace ate the sandwich, but the sandwich was on the counter. And if you have family, you know the rule. If someone puts food on the counter and it's not yours, don't fucking touch it. It's not yours. So that is like the number one rule for siblings. So the fact that she pulled that shit and ate the sandwich is like, you know what? You deserve that because you don't do that. That's like sibling and family 101. You do not eat food that your sibling or family member left on the counter, especially if they did not say that it is to share. You do not do that. That is a rule that needs to be like abided by in all households, because I get so mad when people do that to me. It's like, don't touch my freaking food. You did not make it. You did not ask me. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's just like, if you do that, I hope that you accidentally eat a tiny submarine that has a triangle-headed boy and a block-headed guy like in it, and that you get humiliated when you're trying to impress your crush. That's the fate I hope for you. But either way, though, it is a good episode. I will put it in high B tier because I do like it is a genuinely like funny episode, and it does show like off a lot of character relationships. It shows off like Candace and Jeremy, Phineas, Ferb, and Isabella, Perry and Phineas and Ferb. Like it does show a lot, so it gives like a good vibe for like all the character relationships, which I am there for. Because if like I don't think I talk about this enough on stream, but I literally like the shows that always get me, or things that always get me, is like relationships between characters. Not even just ships. It's just like friendship. Friendship always gets me. I love it when characters have like friend groups, and like the dream team. I love it so much. If someone eats or drinks my shit, it's on site. Exactly. Like I can't even blame you, because like why would you do that? Sorry, I'm still eating. But yeah, it's like people who do that, deserve to be humiliated in front of their crush, because don't do that shit. All right, but anyway, next episode. Next one. It's about time. So, let me read the synopsis. Sorry, let me. I don't normally eat on stream, but I'm actually just so hungry. So I'm just gonna finish this crepe. Hold on. Wait, I don't want this to be like ASMR though. I hope you guys can't hear me chewing, because that'd be really awkward. All right, so now we have. It's about time. Phineas and Ferb repair a broken time machine from the museum, and they then travel back in time, accidentally taking Candace with them. The Fireside Girls build a replacement machine to rescue them. Meanwhile, ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗᚗ replaces Perry with his new nemesis named Peter the Panda, making Perry depressed. This is the episode where Peter the Panda gets introduced. Oh no, is this a song with my nemesis? Where's the song? When we didn't get along, my nemesis. Oh no. This is the episode. Oh my god. This is the episode where Perry realizes that he's not ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗᚗ's number one nemesis. It's so freaking sad. Like, he just gets so sad. Oh my god. It's ASMR. No ASMR. No ASMR. I'm done eating for now. But oh my god, this is the episode where like, and it's like the fact that Phineas and Ferb also are like in deep shit, and then like the Fireside Girls have to help them. But like Peter the Panda is crazy because it's like it's so sad because there's like an entire song just about like when we didn't get along. It's like a love song, but not. And it's weird, but it's so funny. Because I'm pretty sure there's even a scene where Perry and like Doofenshmirtz are running to each other like on a beach. Like you know that cliche when it's like two long lost lovers like running to each other on the beach and like they embrace in the middle. But instead, Perry jumps up and just punches Doofenshmirtz in the face. So it's such a weird bromance. It's such a weird bromance, and it's not even a love triangle. It's like a bro triangle. It's weird. It's so weird, but I love it because it's I don't even like love triangles, but I don't know why, but it's so much funnier when it's like a bromance triangle because it's I don't know, it's just so weird. It's like that thing where like trios never work. This trio did not work. This trio did not work. But just that Peter the Panda alone like puts it up here. Peter the Panda alone like puts it up there because it shows off so much of like Perry and Doofenshmirtz's like relationship, and it's just so funny how they did it because like they did not need to write a song called "When We Didn't Get Along." Like they did not need to do that, but they did, and that's why I love Phineas and Ferb because of the random stuff that they do that they just didn't need to do, but in reality they did need to do it. They did need to do it. Yeah, but I'm sorry, Peter the Panda, like the fact that he comes back to later on is just, and it causes problems is actually so funny to me. And like to make matters worse, Peter the Panda and Perry the Platypus work for the same like organization. It's not like he's from a rivaling organization. Like no, they work for Alka. They work for an organization without a cool acronym. Like they literally work together. They are co-workers. They are on the same side. And yet that doesn't matter because Perry wants his nemesis. Oh my god, Peter the Panda. Oh my, this is just so stupid. It's so stupid and I can't get over it, but it's great. I love it. The cheesy bro triangle is a lot like Netflix rom-coms. It's like, I hate love triangles. I hate them. I hate love triangles so much. But like, this one is like my exception because it's not really a love triangle. And like I said, I love friendship. So the fact that like that entire thing was based on the fact that like Perry just like it even says in the synopsis, which is crazy, that like it's like, and I'm quoting this. Doofenshmirtz replaces Perry with a new nemesis named Peter the Panda, making Perry depressed. Like Perry was sad. Like dude, it did not go well for Perry in that episode. I don't even remember how they resolved it, but like oh my god, the fact and like Peter the Panda comes back like later on, which makes it 10 times funnier because it's like I think it was literally like it was Meet Me in Seattle, which is another episode later on, where like Peter the Panda comes out like holding 2 coffees, and Doofenshmirtz is like, "No, Perry, I swear to God, it's not what it looks like." It's like, dude, you're not dating. You're not dating. It's okay. But okay, moving on. Enough Peter the Panda. We'll get to Peter the Panda when Meet Me in Seattle or Meatless in Seattle comes up. But enough of the Peter the Panda, Doofenshmirtz love triangle. Enough of that. Speaking of love, let's talk about Love Handle. All right, Love Handle. Let's dude, we're getting the band back together. All right, let me find the synopsis because this one needs a synopsis. This one, okay, here we go. Wait, load. I need the synopsis. Lawrence, who AKA is Phineas and Ferb's dad, Lawrence forgets his wedding anniversary, so Phineas and Ferb help him make it up to Linda, their mom, by getting their favorite band together for a reunion concert. Meanwhile, Perry helps Doofenshmirtz put together a party for his daughter's sweet 16. And in case you forgot, Vanessa is Doofenshmirtz's dad. Not dad, daughter. Ooh, daughter. So, this episode has like 3 songs in it, and 4 songs in it, and they're all really good. So Love Handle is a band that like disbanded because of like diva problems basically. And Phineas and Ferb need to like track each of them down and like convince them to join back the band. So the first guy, the guitarist, he is like let me see if I can find his name actually, because I don't want to say the guitarist. And he's also the lead singer. Let me see. Characters. Uh, I don't think I could find. Uh, wait, Swampy, Bobby, Danny. Okay, so Danny, the guitarist and the lead singer, works at a guitar place, and he continues. His song is, I think, literally just about rock and roll through the ages and like music. So his song is actually like the least memorable in my opinion. Bobby, who is the bass player, becomes a like fashionista hairstylist, and his song is called Fabulous, and it's basically just singing about how he's fabulous, like Sharpay basically. He's basically Sharpay. And then Swampy, oh, aka Sherman, is a librarian, and he's like, one day I woke up and I couldn't drum anymore. I couldn't find my rhythm. I lost my rhythm. And he has a song called I Ain't Got Rhythm. And it's that song is really good. That song is it's basically just they in the library they start making like beats using the books. And then in this entire episode too, Candace is helping them because she's distracting their mom. And it's like the way she does it, like she low-key waterboards her mom when they're at the hair salon, because her mom goes to the hair salon of Bobby, and like the Phineas and Ferb come in to get Bobby, and she's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, you guys are stupid. And they're like, you need to distract her. You need to distract mom. And then she like starts like forcing her to do her hair. And she puts a towel on her on her head, and then starts spraying it with water, which is low key waterboarding. Which, if you do not know, is a torture method. Like, and this entire time they're singing and dancing about being fabulous. But as you can tell by Maria, I think you can easily tell like where I'm gonna put an episode based on like how excited I get about it. But like honestly, this one is like S tier. S tier just because like I love how they all work together. And like the songs were good. Like it was funny. Like it's very memorable, and it introduces like recurring characters. Because Love Handle, they like stay like they are constantly recurring throughout the series, usually for background songs. And the fact that like they stay in touch with Phineas and Ferb, and the fact that they still look old. Like if you compare their like younger looks to their older looks, they don't like make them look younger. They like the librarian still like is a librarian. How many episodes are there? There are 183. I changed the stream to only be for season 1 because I realized if I had, I think I'm only like 20 episodes in, not even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm like 22 episodes in, so I'm gonna have to do this by season because I can't do this. I can't like do all of them because I will be here. If it took me an hour and 20 minutes to get through like 22 episodes, let's just do the math real quick, right? 180-ish divided by 22 equals about 8. And then you multiply that by how long have I been here? 1.3 hours. I'll be here for 10 hours. So, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that right now. I just saw something online and I'm going to smack my sister later because we were playing Minecraft and I just got a DM saying that she now has 46 health in Minecraft. I currently have like 30. So we all know what I'm going to be doing after stream. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? We'll find out. Also, hey Jason, welcome. How are you? We're trudging along. Oh my god, I just what did I just bite down on? Okay. But anyway, yeah, Love Handle, like 10 out of 10 episode, 100% would and have watched again. All right, next up we have Tree to Get Ready. I actually really like Tree to get ready. I'm gonna read the synopsis. Phineas and Ferb build a treehouse and remodel Candace's old one. Later, they get into a treehouse fight against Candace and Stacy. Stacy is Candace's best friend. Meanwhile, Perry tries to stop Doofenshmirtz from getting revenge on his brother Roger. And the way he tries to get revenge on his brother Roger is through like getting him like smeared with pigeon poop. Is basically what happens. And there's an entire song about it too. And like this one, I do actually really like how it shows off Candace's like competitive side, but like not in like a weird toxic way. It's like it's like a sibling rivalry kind of way, in like a really fun way. And like the fact that the tree houses actually look really cool. When I was younger, I really liked the tree houses and always wished I could have a tree house like it. But obviously, it's Phineas and Ferb. It's very like unrealistic. But I also like how they redid Candace's old treehouse because they made it very her, and she did end up like genuinely liking it. And then the treehouse fight thing, Candace does actually play video games that are very similar to it. So it wasn't like they dragged her into a fight that she didn't want to be part of. Which like it's unlike a lot of the other episodes, she like went along with this because she did have a lot of fun. And I love this part. At the end, they like Candace like launches a water balloon and hits both Phineas and Ferb smack in the face. And like I I don't like when Phineas and Ferb get like their asses handed to them because they are like the main characters and like Phineas is one of my favorite characters. But it's just the fact that like when they do though, sometimes it's like they kind of need to be put down a peg. So like honestly, this one could go like right here because I do like it more. The mom one is like I just know that it's a good episode, but like I don't really rewatch it. This one I do rewatch every once in a while because it is like kind of funny. It is pretty funny. This is looking like an actual tier list now because you can see like the bell curve. For those of you who do, oh my god, I'm such a nerd. So like a bell curve is basically like when it basically what happens when you do something like this when there's a maximum and a minimum. It's like the normal it's not yeah, it's like a normal distribution. It's literally what it's called. Benice's notes can pop any balloon in existence. That's why the water balloon worked. That's why it worked. What do you mean? That's how it like pops so easily once it hit its face, which was a really good scene. That scene cracks me up. But anyway, the Ballad of Badbeard. Is that? Oh yeah, Badbeard. Okay, the Ballad of Badbeard. All right, let me pull up my synopsis. Ballad of Badbeard. Loki, I'm gonna go through this entire stream and I'm gonna make timestamps for every single episode because like why not? I would like to see my reaction. And then half of them will be like me going, I don't remember this episode. And it's like I do remember all of them. It's just I don't remember a lot from some of them. All right, the Ballad of Badbeard. Phineas and Ferb, with their friends, search for the treasure of Badbeard. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz moves into his new lair in Spleen Island. Candace touches orange moss and hallucinates, seeing Perry as a secret agent. Yeah, if you could tell by this picture, Candace gets like high. She gets high basically because like she touches this orange moss and it causes her to like have crazy hallucinations with like the giant floating baby head and like a talking zebra, and both of which are recurring characters. And it's like this episode's okay. This episode's okay. It has like its moments where it's like really funny, but like most of the comedy does come from Doofenshmirtz and Candace, which doesn't make the episode bad, like obviously, but it does like they just become pirates. I don't really like episodes where they just become like a random thing, like there's nothing super creative about it because they basically just become pirates. It's not a terrible episode. It is still funny, but it's like nothing extraordinary. So the fact that Candace like has her moment though, I will put it like I think here like low C tier because it is funny. It is funny. I just don't know what else to say about it though because there isn't really anything like that makes me look at it and go like, "Oh yeah, like this was a good episode." It's just like it's a filler episode. It's basically like, and like I said, I know that it's a comedy, so it's not really meant to have all that much plot. But there's some episodes that are very like more like they're more impactful than some others, and usually when they're not super impactful or like don't really make me remember something about a character, it just puts it down on the tier list. I opened another crepe if you couldn't tell. All right, next up. How many more? Oh my god. Okay, we're not that far. We're not that far. All right. Next up, we have Alexa, stop! Stop! I don't even know why she started talking, but she did, and it scared me. Next up, we have Grease Lightning. Let me pull this up. Oh, what's up? I don't know why my like Alexa is going off because I'm not saying anything close to that name, and I don't know why, but my alarm starts randomly, and I can't have that happen because the song that I have for my alarm is not copyright free, and I cannot afford a copyright strike because my freaking thing thought I said her name. Phineas and Ferb have a chariot. Moving on. Phineas and Ferb have a chariot race with Buford and Baljeet, Isabella and the Fireside Girls, and Candace. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz creates Norm, a robotic man designed to destroy platypuses. Oh my god, Norm. That like is this the episode where Norm comes in? If you didn't know, Norm is like Norm is basically like he's just a giant robot of just a regular guy that like is just like constantly there and basically becomes like Doofenshmirtz's assistant for the rest of the series. Like he is a very much recurring character. I'm still eating a crepe. I do remember this episode. I did rewatch it because I do like how they portray Isabella and the Fireside Girls in this one. Isabella is one of my favorite characters, and it's like, oh my god, this one was one where there's one part that like was funny where they made Candace like look like Medusa, and I think they literally were like Ferb was afraid to look at her because she thought she turned someone into stone by looking at them, and Ferb refused to look at her, which is actually kind of hilarious. And it like this episode was just this is also just a basic filler episode where nothing crazy like, but I do like the invention, and I do think it was like a fun episode. So I will put it here. I don't remember the song. Let me look up the song. The song was wait. My Chariot, is that the name of the song? No, let me see if I could pull up the lyrics cuz I actually don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the song, but I have to do like a freaking song tier list like eventually cuz there's so many songs that I'm not remembering. But I did like this episode. I do rewatch the race scene like not I don't want to be like frequently, but I rewatch it enough that it's fresh in my memory. I just ironically don't remember the song that plays with it. But I did like it more than Jerk de Soleil, but I do think Runway is still better. So I'm gonna stick with that layout. All right. Next up we have Lead the Busing to Us. The song that was in this one gives me the vibes of like the Hell of a Boss theme song where it's like the Immediate Murder Professionals, where it's just like it's just like a jingle, but it's very catchy. So let me pull up the synopsis. Upset by her brothers getting off scot-free, Candace finds a show called Bust 'Em that goes around filming little brothers to get them in trouble. Meanwhile, Heinz Doofenshmirtz recalls his failed magic career and decides to create a new ice age. How do those even freaking relate? I don't understand Doofenshmirtz's relation to things makes no sense to me sometimes. Because I'm just like, what about this thing made you think that this is a solution? And I get like this is like that's the whole gag, but it's just the fact that I'm like how did the writers come up with this shit? Like it's crazy. But this one, I remember it well. I do remember it well because it's funny how they made Candace go on like this water slide roller coaster thing like 5 times, trying out different recording methods, and it's like they just failed every single time. And it wasn't even because like people were being careless. It's like Like some of them were like, because like, oh, you don't want to get this wet, or oh, don't forget your helmet, and they just keep on ruining her plans. But it's not a crazy. I keep saying it's not a crazy episode, but it's just like I don't even like the I don't even like the girl who was working with Candace, because she was just kind of crazy. Like Candace is crazy, but like this girl was crazy, and not in like a funny way. She was just kind of crazy. Dude is just a dude who has too much free time. He has too much free time and too much trauma. But leave the busting to us. It can honestly go here. Here. Yeah, this is a good one. Like it's not bad. I don't dislike it, but it's not something that I rewatch a lot. Though I will admit, like talking about all these episodes is making me want to rewatch like a lot of them. I will admit. But yeah, this one it's like it's okay. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny when I watched it. It's just that it's like I'm not a huge fan of ones that center purely on Candace trying to bust Phineas and Ferb. It's just because it's not really like I don't find it as entertaining, except for like maybe one or two, like the one with the world's tallest skyscraper. That one I like, but that's just because there was there was another character who was like taking part. But next up would have technically been Mom's birthday, but we already put that up there. So now we have Crack That Whip. So Crack That Whip. Oh shit. Okay. Betty Jo Flynn, who is Phineas and Ferb's grandmother, and Hildegard Johnson, who is Jeremy's grandmother, who is Candace's crush at the time, have a roller derby rematch. Betty Jo, Ferb, and Candace against Hildegard, Jeremy, and Susie. Susie is Jeremy's little sister who hates Candace. But Candace is worried that if her team wins, Jeremy might not like her anymore. Tierlist is out to destroy a statue of Rutherford B. Hayes, but is plagued by a terrible headache. Wait, okay. Moving on from Dubenschwartz's bit. The Candace, because her grandmother, obviously she doesn't want her grandmother to lose, but she also doesn't want Jeremy to hate her for beating him or beating his grandma. But then Susie's just here being a little shit and making things difficult. So it's like this episode built a lot on the grandparents' relationship, and also Jeremy's grandma does not like Candace, which is a big problem for Candace because she wants to date Jeremy and they're not dating yet. I don't think they start dating until the first two-parter episode in Summer Belongs to You, which is the end of season 1. So they're not dating yet. So it's she's trying to get with this guy only for his grandma and little sister to not like her at all. And then she also has to choose between her crush and her grandmother. But in the end, it ended up working out. And I will say I'm a fan of roller derby to a degree. So I will put this one here. I do like this one because it does build a lot about Candace on it. Oh my god, my nose. Hold on. I was literally talking about this. Once my nose gets clogged, that means I have to drink. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't mean to be blowing my nose into the mic. That must not sound good for you guys at all. But anyway, yeah, definitely A tier. That is an episode that lives that. I feel like it's a very impactful episode for the series in general because it does show a lot of Candace's personality, as well as introducing the grandparents, who also end up becoming recurring characters. There's a lot of recurring characters in Phineas and Ferb because there's so many characters. All right, next episode. I've lost it. I lost it on the thing. Wait, is this not? Where is it? Am I on the wrong? I'm not on the wrong episode, am I? I'm not on the wrong season. Leave the busing to us. Mom's birthday. Crack the whip. Oh, here. Best lazy day ever. Okay. So this episode is literally Phineas and Ferb decide to do absolutely nothing for the day. Candace questions the purpose of life after realizing that she can't bust her brothers for doing nothing. Meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz is tired of being the ugliest person around, so he invents a device that can turn anything and anyone ugly. Wait, I thought wait, I have to see a picture to make sure that this is the episode that I'm thinking of. Does he make them look ugly? He does. Wait. Why not just make himself look like hot? There's an episode where he makes himself look hot. So why does he like make them look ugly? I don't. Oh, wait, this is actually so mean. During the fight sequence, okay. As Perry continues to fight with Dr. Doofenshmirtz, the gun strikes Dr. Doofenshmirtz, like the Uglyator, but he doesn't suffer any transformation, apparently due to the fact that he was already ugly to begin with. Like, that's so mean. That's so freaking funny. Because I remember he got blasted and he goes, no, I'm ugly, Perry the Platypus, I'm ugly. And then he removes his hands and he like looks exactly the same. And it's just like, God damn, like the show can't give him a break. But this one, like, I think it honestly will go here. High B tier. Because I do like the fact that it shows also that Phineas and Ferb just can chill. Like they could have chill days. Like they don't need to do something every day. Like their whole bit is carpe diem. But sometimes like you don't need to do something. You don't need to like that's like the whole premise of the show. Like yeah, make every day count. But that doesn't mean you have to exert yourself to like crazy degrees. You could just vibe and like as long as you're content, like it's okay. Like everyone deserves like a break day every once in a while. So I do really like that part of the episode. All right, but next up, we have boyfriend from 27,000 BC. Phineas and Ferb go in search of a caveman while Candace attends Stacy's costume party. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz wants to get rid of sandwich costumes. This episode makes me super uncomfortable because Candace thinks that the caveman is Jeremy, and Jeremy like is supposed to dress up as a caveman, but I don't know what happens to him. But he doesn't show up till like way later. So Candace just like goes around thinking that like this caveman who's actually like caveman tendencies is Jeremy, and like it's like and he has an obsession with sandwiches, and it's like it honestly makes me super uncomfortable. Phineas and Ferb need to spin a wheel with ideas when they don't know what to do. Yeah, they can't make up their minds. But that's like honestly the life to have so many things that you want to do because we as a society have so many things that we have to do. I would love to have a scenario where I just pick what I like. I have too many things that I want to do, so I and I have the time to do all of them. I just don't know which one I want to do first because I hate having things to do, but I like having things that I want to do. Like that's why I love Phineas and Ferb because their entire thing is like like oh my god, I love their theme song. Like their theme song. Oh my god, it's like how everyone. I don't know if you guys have this, but like when you have a song that like makes you like is like a pick me up song. Phineas and Ferb's theme song is like my pick me up song because I love songs that are about like living life and seizing the day, and that's literally like the theme song for Phineas and Ferb, like the full theme song, not the opening, the full theme song. But anyway, this is like honestly an F tier, but like a little bit less. Like Raging Bull's still worse, but I just don't like it makes me severely uncomfortable with how like the caveman and Candace interact because it's just weird. I don't like it. It's like I just don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So it goes in F tier. Basically, episodes that like I just can't rewatch will just go down there. Because like Phineas and Ferb, they didn't even do anything wrong in this episode. It's just the fact that like it was just unfortunate circumstancing for Candace. It was just weird. All right, next up, Voyage to the Bottom of Buford. After Buford loses his goldfish, Phineas and Ferb help him search for it. An accidental good deed causes Doofenshmirtz endless trouble. What is the I don't remember what the good deed is. It's that he makes like eye curing stuff. Had just appeared saving. Oh, No, Doofenshmirtz saves a cat from falling, and it makes him like painted as a good guy by society. Right. Okay. So that's that episode. I don't really remember much that happens with Doofenshmirtz, but in terms of like this, like Buford, because he loves that goldfish. That goldfish is like his best friend, and it's like, is his name Phil? What is his wait? What's his freaking goldfish's name? Is it Phil? I'm looking for the or is it Finn? Giant stand at Eiffel Tower. Someone hears crying. Discover it's Buford crying. Crying replies he's not crying. He's sweating through his eyeballs. Biff. It's Biff. Biff the goldfish. I said Phil. I got the fact that there is double letters correct, but oh my god, my nose is dying. Why is my nose dying? But anyway, voice should have bottom of Buford. Biff is like also a recurring character, but I think that Biff. This is a pretty good episode. I will put it above Leave the Busting to Us because it does expand upon Buford's like personality, and I think this is like one of the first episodes where he's actually like a friend, like a friend. Because in later episodes, he's like their friend. He's their friend. In season 1 though, he's just an ass. He's just a bully. Like I don't even remember Baljeet like yet in this like in half these episodes. And Baljeet is is a secondary main character, or secondary or a high supporting character in the later seasons. So it's kind of weird to like see him not be here at all. All right, next up, we have a hard day's night. How many more episodes are there? Oh, there's still like a bit to go. A hard day's night. During their trip to England, Phineas and Ferb decide to hold a medieval tournament after hearing their grandfather's story about the Black Knight of Worcestershire. 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 Yeah, I'm not even close. Candace also participates in the festivities only to impress a British boy. Oh, Candace is cheating on Jeremy. They're not dating yet, so it's okay. But like, what do you mean she's like in like who what does this guy look like? I don't even remember this guy at all. Let me see. I don't see a picture. I'll figure it out later. Candace also participates, but Agent P infiltrates Evil Cod. See, Doofenshmirtz is up to. This episode is like, honestly, I don't remember much of it. It's like they set up a medieval fair, but then that's like kind of it. And then like I can't even like care about what Candace is doing because like I ship Candace and Jeremy. So it's like I will put this in like D tier just because I don't remember it much, and because it like introduces a character, it's just like a one-off thing. So it's like I don't really have anything to comment on it because it's just like it's a filler episode that like literally even introduces a character that just never shows up again. And it's like it's not like he like really helped push any type of like encouragement or anything. It's just like he's just a love interest that showed up and then like left. And I hate when shows do that, when they have like a love interest show up and then like they're gone the next like episode. Cause like why? It's just not very like it's just not very entertaining. All right, next up we have the traffic cam caper. A traffic camera DVD in the neighborhood gives Candace video proof of her brother's activities, but Agent P is sent on a mission to destroy that DVD because it has recorded his comings and goings from the secret as a secret agent. To do that, he needs help. He needs help from a familiar robot created by a familiar scientist. Wait, does he need Norm? I think he needs Norm. I don't remember what he does. Perry returns to headquarters with the disc at disposal. Oh yeah, Norm. Okay, so basically what happens is that there's a camera like sitting, like a traffic camera that is sitting outside facing their backyard, and Candace discovers that it has like recordings of all of her brother's inventions, And then Perry discovers the same night that he needs to destroy that tape because it recorded him as a secret agent. But it just becomes like a whole deal because Perry can't let Candace know that he is a secret agent. So he has to get like Norm the robot to help him. And Doofenshmirtz like wakes up to Perry stealing Norm and it's like, Perry the platypus, are you evil now? Oh my god, yes, bestie. And it's like, no, he's not evil. He just made a mistake. So it's like basically the entire thing doesn't even have Phineas and Ferb. I think even Perry like gets a call and is like laying down in like Ferb's bed and Ferb's like hugging Perry and then Perry needs to get up so he replaces himself with a log, like an actual log. So low key, like this one, it is just a funny like episode, and I think it honestly goes like I think it goes here because I like the shenanigans that they went through, considering like all the stuff that they had to both go through just to get that DVD, and the Perry did succeed, but like he was so done afterwards, and he's like, I think. Well, let me see if nearby gas station Laura's fuel, pick it up. The next day, Laura's traffic ticket has been cleared. The family didn't realize that Perry paid off the traffic tickets he had by selling the conference table back at the agency. Back at the agency, Nora was taken in as a new agent. Roof. Oh, okay. So nothing crazy. I thought he was. Oh, I'm thinking of a completely different episode. I'm just completely wrong. Ignore me. But now don't ignore me because I'm gonna keep talking about the episodes. So next up we have what do we got? We got Bowl-O-Rama. Bowl-O-Rama. Where is Bowl-O-Rama on the wiki? Oh, Bowl-O-Rama drama. Phineas and Ferb tried to set the world record for world's largest bowling ball, as well as the world's largest pinball table. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz dabbles in selling addictive hot chocolate. Dr. Doofenshmirtz becomes a drug dealer, but it's hot chocolate. It's laced hot. I'm kidding. But Bowl-O-Rama drama. So they start out like just like playing bowling in like a huge bowling ball, but then the bowling ball like goes off course and they end up just I think they just have giant tops. Like they get giant tops that they were going to use for something else. Or is it tops or something? No, they don't get tops. That's a different episode. What they do is that they have Candace try out the bowling ball. She ends up trying to drive it to find where their mom is at the mall, I think. And then it gets knocked off course and she isn't able to control it anymore because the control gets knocked out in the bowling ball. So to like save Candace and to keep the world record going, they start playing pinball using like the entire city. And it's like, it's crazy because like your sister's in there and this is a giant bowling ball. But you know, they play pinball throughout the entire city. Sorry, I had to inhale my snot. Sorry, home. But this one is like, I don't even think they had a song in this one, from what I know. They parodied platypus Herman the Hedgehog. Pinballin'. Oh, I guess Pinballin' is a song that they play during the pinball segment. But this episode is like, I'll put it like here. It's like it's a fun episode, but it doesn't really have anything crazy about it. I keep saying that. I need to stop saying there's nothing crazy about it. But that's like, it's there's like, if I were to say like an episode for Phineas and Ferb, it would not be on my radar to be like, oh yeah, like watch this one. Like it wouldn't be there because it's just like I guess the most memorable part I have from it is like Phineas beating Buford in bowling and going, in your face, Buford, and that's all I remember. That's all I remember because I remember mainly like Phineas's sassy moments, I guess. So yeah, that one can sit like comfortably in mid C tier. Phineas and Ferb is crazy in its own, and when it's not, it's almost unrecognizable. Yeah, it's like it's like it's already crazy as is. So you need like a really crazy episode to make it stand out. Because if it's not crazy, it's just weird. Like, yeah, even like you have the lazy day ever, but then it just has Candace like losing her mind because she just doesn't know what to do with herself. But oh my god, how many? Let me count how many more there are. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait. Is that 14? I think that's 14. All right. Next up. Got Game. So Got Game is because of Isabella and Buford's argument about boys being better than girls and vice versa, Phineas and Ferb create the F Games to figure out who's better. Meanwhile, H&P stops Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Dr. Doofenshmirtz's plan to win a dog show. So this one, Isabella beats Buford in foosball, and then Buford like pulls up with the basic like boys are better than girls. And like I don't even remember Isabella. I don't remember what Isabella said, but it basically became like a game of girls against boys to like see who's better. And they compete in the Ferb games, which is like, or the F games, which is like a whole bunch of crazy like physical activities. I do like this episode because it showcased like Isabella's toughness. Because Isabella is like, yeah, she's the cutest one, but I'm afraid she's also the toughest one. Like, yeah, Buford is tough, but Isabella actually scares him. It's so funny. Like, there was one time where Buford was like, "What you doing?" And then she elbowed him and goes, "What you doing?" And then he's like, "Isabella, about that, what you doing?" And she goes, "We'll talk about it later." And it's like, oh my god, like, why is Buford scared of Isabella? But I also like how Candace competed in it because, like, this is a Candace Jeremy episode as well. So, and in the end, the girls did win, which, like, being a girl is like a dub, but it's also I just like the fact that like I think there was even like a thing about it like being a good sport inator or something. But like I said, I just like the fact that it shows off Isabella's like personality and like skill set. So I will put this one. I think this one honestly can go like I'll put it high B tier. Because I don't like it more than the roller derby one, but I do like it more than like a lot of these ones. All right. Next up, we have Comet Chameleon. I don't know why it's called Comet Chameleon. I think that's the name of the comet, but I could be completely wrong. Comet Chameleon. Oh, I have a story for this one. Phineas and Ferb carve pictures of their faces into a comet. Candace tries to spend some time in the park with Jeremy, but his sister Susie torments her. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz steals all the steaks in the tri-state area. This is not the SIMP song one, is it? There's no... It is! Okay. Low-key, I was not going to, like... This was going to be, like, a low tier for me. But, like, not only does it have SIMP, which I know it went viral, but it's still, like... I like the fact how, this showed off Susie so much. And, like, just, like, Candace's struggle to try to, like, spend time with Jeremy. But then it also... had like what was Doofenshmirtz's thing again? What was Doofenshmirtz's stupid? Okay, I don't really care about like Doofenshmirtz's thing. I think it starts raining steak, but then also because like this one, oh my god, it was kind of funny because well no, I'm looking at the synopsis for the rest of it. It's the fact that like sorry, I'm reading through the synopsis. There is a Finabella moment in this one, Phineas and Isabella, where it's like, we're gonna carve our faces to the comet, and then like in 50 years, we can show our grandchildren. And then Isabella is like, you had me at our grandchildren. And he's like, what? And she's like, what? And it's just like, girl, stop! Stop! You're like, you're embarrassing me. I'm getting embarrassed for you. But that like okay, the fact that SIMP and it has a Finabella moment is what saves it, because otherwise it would be a D tier. But because it has those two moments, I will put it like right here, because it does have better Candace and Jeremy moments. She's down bad for Phineas in every way. No. Oh, not me. You're talking about Isabella. Yeah, Isabella, definitely. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, no, not anymore. I was 8 when that was a thing. But yeah. No, definitely Isabella, like, girl is simping. Girl is simping hard. But honestly, like, Phineas is not much better. He's not much better. He just doesn't realize it yet. He doesn't realize it yet. But I will say one thing that, like, I'm really sad about season 5 coming after, like, the end of the show is because there's an episode, obviously, where Phineas and Isabella get together canonically. Like, they're actually together. But throughout the entire show, they have a lot of moments where it's like, oh, are they gonna get together? Like, they've kissed, like, I think twice and had their memories erased. Like, or sorry, they've kissed multiple times and had, like, the memory erased, or it was an alternate universe, and it's like all that other stuff. But and like they had times where they like confessed, and then like where Isabella confessed, but then they had the memories erased. So like they like to tease a lot, right? But now that we know that they get together, like when they're older, they can't really tease it in season 5 because we know that they're not gonna get together. Because whatever happens there is not gonna stick. Because then otherwise they wouldn't have the episode where they got together. But I do pray to God I need to see an episode where they're in high school and they can do high school episodes. We've seen it where like Phineas, like it's when Phineas realizes he has a crush on Isabella, but then Isabella like it's just like gave up and it's trying to get over him. Because I need to see man pine. I need to see some pining from Phineas. Because you can't pull up with the shit and be like he's like, oh, I kind of gave up when we got to high school. Oh, well, like it's like, oh, really? Like, oh, I thought it was being so obvious. It's like, I had no idea. It's like, I think that's when I started having a thing for you. It's like, bitch, you don't get to say that because you obviously had feelings. You just didn't know. And then on top of that, when they kiss, like for real, it's like, well, that was worth the wait. And then he responds with, why, yes. Yeah, or no, he goes, yes, it was. Bitch, you waited less than 4 years. This girl's waiting a decade and tried to like tell you, and you were just oblivious. So like you can't say anything. I need to see this man pine because I can't even feel bad for him because this girl was like waiting for him. This girl was waiting for him for like ever since kindergarten. It's canonic that she has had a crush on him since kindergarten. So you can't be like, oh, like it was worth the wait. You waited at a maximum of 4 years, and within your time pining, you got the girl. Because the girl couldn't get over you. Because if Isabella got over him, he'd be fucked. And it's the fact that like he happened to catch her because she was like, I'm gonna go like I want to say bye to you before I leave for college. It's like, so I need to see in season 5. I swear to God, if they don't have an episode where Phineas is pining or some type of Phineas and Isabella episode, I am going to cry. I'm gonna be so sad because I'm not saying that I only watch Phineas and Ferb for Phineas and Isabella moments, but goddamn, does it keep me there though? God damn it! But yeah, okay. Sorry, I feel like my energy fluctuates so much with these because once you get me going, I'm going. But then like once I come across an episode that I do not like remember very well, it's just like my energy just drops back to. Nothing crazy happened. Like, I don't really know what's going on because I don't know what's going on. But once you get me going, like, you guys better watch out for when we do the season 4 episodes because you know that I will be going wild during it because there are so many moments in season 4 and it's just like, oh my God. It's oh my God. But anyway, that's totally not an adult freaking out over the relationship of like animated characters. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. You're here on this stream watching me rank these episodes. It's fine. But anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. Where are we going? Put that putter away. Let me see. Where is it? Put that putter away. Okay. So this actually has one of the best songs also one of the best songs. While Candace is sick in bed, Candace takes her place and tries to bless Phineas and Ferb for building a gigantic miniature golf course, but soon winds up joining the fun. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz takes a day off from being evil. So this has a song called like "She's a Disco Miniature Golfing Queen." Like it's actually a really catchy song, and I do really like it. And it does show off like Stacy as a character, like beyond her friendship with like Candace, which is really cute. So like I think this one, there's not much to build upon it because it's really just Stacy golfing, but it is nice to see her like actually have like a character moment. So I'll put it like mid B tier because I think it does more than like the Grease Lightning, but it is still purely a filler episode to a degree. And it's like the song is really what boosted a lot. A lot of these like higher episodes, it's either like the episode has a lot of impact on a character or or the fact that like it has a really good song. Cuz that's like how like these ones are all so high. Where's the one with Busted actually? Traffic Cam Tree blah blah blah. Wait, I lost it. Got Game. Uh Wait, I don't know where it went. There is an episode with the Busted, but I don't see where it is. Toy to the world, leave the busty to us. Our Candace loses her head. Oh, it's literally I scream, you scream. Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy. All right, there we go. I found it. I was like, I could have sworn I put an A tier. All right, next up, just this. What does this duckbill make me look fat? Is this the one where they like try to hatch an egg? Let me look. After watching an old sci-fi movie, Phineas and Ferb are inspired to create a teleportation device in which causes Candace and Perry to switch bodies. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz has a grudge against the company mascot. Okay, so this one, it's like I think it's funny how they literally made a parody for like Perry as like Candace like with this theme song, and there are funny moments about it, and it's also still kind of weird because Candace like I think she goes to a pet wash and gets washed by Jeremy, which is like one part that I'm just like thinking about. Let me just like see if I'm correct. Uh Control F Jeremy. Jerry's coming over, trying not to embarrass her again. Candace reminds her of an incident in fifth grade graduation that involves something inflatable. Take a picture completely. Teleportation. Jeremy second sees the platypus in the mirror, shakes in horror. Manages to squeeze pipes monogram. Uh, uh, Everyone she knows, including Jeremy, have her unfortunate photo. Finish. Uh, Candace run off, hide her little doorbell. Jerry's arrival. She asks Lita to tell her that she's getting ready. Uh, I'm still like, okay, yeah. This one is like kind of weird because I don't like how Candace like. I just think it's generally a weird episode because of how Candace interacts with Jeremy still being like a Perry. So it's like I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So I'm just going to uh I'm just going to put it like here cuz it's better than the caveman one, but it's just I don't like the body switch considering that like Candace is interacting with Jeremy as a platypus. So it's like kind of weird. Also, I realized that someone did a super chat earlier. I didn't read it as a super chat. So Pressvale super chatted earlier. I thought it was a membership, but it was actually a super chat. It says, Perry the Platypus. We're watching VTubers today. So uh, sorry, Pressvale, that I didn't read your super chat properly. I didn't I didn't see it. The text was too small on my screen. I'm sorry. But at least now it is properly acknowledged. But moving on, yeah, I don't like how like Candace was as Perry, and it's just weird seeing her interact with Jeremy and that. A lot of these two are literally because of like the Candace interactions with like hypothetical Jeremy or Jeremy himself. It's just like it's weird and not in like a oh it's so funny. It's weird as in like this is making me uncomfortable because if I saw this in real life, it would not be like. Well, a lot of this is like if I saw this in real life, it would be different. But like this one's like really like if I saw this in real life, I'd be like weirded out. Okay. Phineas and Ferb help their grandfather. Oh, wait, sorry. The fishmonger. Phineas and Ferb help their grandfather relive his glory days as a daredevil. Dr. Doofenshmirtz seeks revenge against a childhood bully who always kicks sand on him. Oh, right. I think I remember some of this episode. Oh, right. So their grandfather actually just like flies on a sorry, I'm like reading the synopsis because I don't remember. They are like gonna ride a motorcycle and do this like jump, but it's just a regular like it's just a jump. In real life it is very hard, but compared to like Phineas and Ferb episodes, it's kind of like man, it's just a jump. It's like nothing crazy, and even like Dr. Doofenshmirtz's like thing, it's like I think he literally made like a kick sandinator, and he still gets sand kicked in his face at the end. So it's like this episode just like is not it. I think it low-key just goes here because it's like I love the relationship with the grandfather, but even so, like this episode did not like it doesn't it's not very entertaining regardless. Like it's more like yeah, it shows their relationship with the grandfather, but there are other episodes that do. So it's kind of just like meh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh hell yeah. All right, guys. I'm ready. Let me pull it up. A good scare ought to do it. Okay. Let me read the synopsis before I go off. When Isabella gets a bad case of the hiccups, Phineas decides to build her a super haunted house to scare him out of her. Meanwhile, Perry attempts to stop Dr. Doofenshmirtz from destroying his old mentor's hideout. And Candace tries to get to Jeremy's house, but his sister Susie stops her. Nothing can ever go right for Doofenshmirtz. No, never. He literally is living the hard knock life. But okay, the reason why I got excited for this episode is because literally, oh wait, I don't want to. Oh shit! Literally, Phineas saw Isabella. She goes, I have the hiccups. He goes, are you reviewing Phineas and Ferb episodes from season 1? Yeah, I'm ranking all of them. So Phineas literally goes like, oh, let's build a haunted house so we can get Isabella's hiccups out of her. That is not normal behavior. If you did, like, dude, this is like one of the episodes where it's like, dude, I get it. She's your friend, but like, that's not normal behavior. You don't do that for just a friend. Like, especially since like at the end of the episode, are you live? Oh yeah, I am currently live. What was it? Hi Dragon, I'm new. Hey Booby, Bubby. I'm gonna say Bubby for now. Tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's like at the end of the series too, or at the end of the episode, he literally like falls out of the haunted house because for some reason it's like started like going up. Hey Gabriel, welcome. I saw your messages earlier, but yeah, I'm live streaming right now and I'm going through all of season 1 because I was gonna go through all the episodes, but I'm afraid I'd be here for 10 hours. No, you're right. It's Bubby. Okay, good to know. But like Phineas literally falls out of the haunted house, and Isabella like catches him bridal style, and she goes, wow, that was scary. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why are you having this moment? And why did he try so hard, first of all, to like get her hiccups out? Like, there's so many other ways he could have done it, but he was like, I'm gonna build her a haunted house. Like, oh, crazy, kick-ass haunted house. Like, that's not normal behavior. You can't tell me that you don't have feelings for her, like, underlying, whether you know it or not. And then like the fact that like him almost dying is what scared her enough to get rid of the hiccups, even though like the haunted house is like crazy. Like, oh my god, like fucking oh my god, I can't with these two. Why did it take them 10 years? Why did it take them 10 years? And it low-key like almost took them 10 real life years, not even in show years. Oh my god. But yeah, this episode can honestly go like right here. Cause like why was that a thing? Like, you can't tell me that you did not have like underlying feelings. That's not like normal friends don't do that shit. Like, that's not something. And the fact that like if it was Phineas and Ferb, it'd be different. But it was Phineas who was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." Like, that's not no, no, that's not normal. That's not normal. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Before I go into another Phineas and Isabella rant, the monster of Phineas and Ferbstein. Uh, okay, so like in all honesty, I'm not a huge fan of the episodes where they do like alternate parodies because like it's still Phineas and Ferb, but like it's an alternate universe because this is in like the time era of like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein is the doctor, not the monster. So it's like not really that it's not it doesn't hit the same way. It's basically just a parody of Frankenstein but with Phineas and Ferb. And I'm not ever really a huge fan of those characters anyway. Or not those characters, those episodes. And like I said, it's literally just a parody of oh, it's a parody because their grandfather tells them the story of Ferb Gore and Dr. Finestein and a platypus monster, but it's just a parody of Frankenstein basically. So low key, like it goes here just because I like it's not actually them and it's not like the they do parodies in a later season where they have like caveman or cavemen and then like the Chinese dynasty and like wait, is that it? Caveman and Chinese dynasty? Oh, and like Indiana Jones and there was one more. It's like Excalibur. Like they have those parodies. But that was during like a specific event and like they were very much like they did go on their own adventures. It wasn't just a retelling of another story. There was like twist to it. This is like kind of it's very similar to what I know from Frankenstein. So it just doesn't do it for me the same way episodes do because it's not as unique. It's not as interesting to watch. And like even like the fact that like it's just not that entertaining to watch, honestly. Unfortunately so. All right, next up, we have Oil on the Candace. Oh, Oil on Candace. Whoops. Phineas and Ferb help their friend. I think it's Django. I think it's his name, Django. He's kind of recurring, but he only has like one or two episodes that are actually like about him. Um, Django impressed his artist father Beppo by painting the unpainted desert. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz tries to impress his old evil science teacher, Dr. Gival Giv fuck. Gival Giv I can't pronounce it. Hey Hill, welcome. We're just making our way through season 1. But Givalgic, either way, it's his mentor. So this episode is actually like it, even though it's about a character who like is not relevant at all in later episodes, it is a really cute episode because he does like end up painting the desert for his like to impress his like dad, and his dad actually does end up like really liking the painting. And then this is another episode that shows off Doofenshmirtz and like Perry's relationship because his mentor is like really mean and he's like she's like, "You're not evil, blah 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 blah." And then after she leaves, Perry the platypus, he's like, Dr. Doofenshmirtz is like, "You think I'm evil, don't you, Perry the platypus?" And then Perry just gives him like finger guns, like a finger gun and like a smile, and he goes, "Thank you, Perry the platypus, thank you." And I'm like, that's honestly like really cute. Like this episode does actually like it does like have I like how it shows Dr. Doofenshmirtz. So I think it will honestly go here. Sorry, I'm trying to inhale and it's like not working. I'm with you. I can't pronounce that episode either. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I've only ever saw a couple of episodes. Cute series. Yeah, I'd like even if you didn't like watch the series all the way throughout, like I feel like people should at least watch like one or two because I do understand that Phineas and Ferb is not like for everyone because like I have a lot of friends who do not like Phineas and Ferb or they didn't watch it at all. But I feel like it's like you should at least watch one or two just so you can decide for yourself if you like it or not. How do you have 1.48 subs and only 9 watching YouTube live? Everyone must be watching this now. Thank you, some dude on the internet. I appreciate it. But as I say, sub counts is like it's what you call a vanity metric. So I could have like I could have a crazy amount of subs, but unfortunately, like a lot of them either watch only YouTube Shorts or like other videos, or maybe they just don't like Phineas and Ferb. We don't never know. But I'm happy for those of you who are here. I'm extremely grateful because I'm having a blast. I'm having so much fun right now. You don't understand. The only thing that confuses me is when he tried to show his mentor to Perry. Why did he do that? I don't know. But ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾᚷᚗᚾ is just a weird one. Okay, he never can do anything normal, which is honestly his downfall. On top of the fact that he has like zero like facial awareness permanence or like object permanence, low key, because of the fedora. But like ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚾ is vibing. He's a teacher now. It's okay. I like the mad scientist. Doofenshmirtz, or however it's spelled. Doofenshmirtz. Hell no! Doofen, you were close. I thought you spelled it right. Doofenshmirtz is crazy. Doofenshmirtz is crazy. Doofenshmirtz is fucking crazy. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that I didn't read it properly. Because like Doofenshmirtz is like dude, that's something that people would call him. Like if like he had a bully flashback where it's like, oh yeah, this guy used to call me Doofenshmirtz. So I created a nader that would cover him in shit. Like that'd be if Phineas and Ferb wasn't like a kid's show, low-key, that might have actually been like an episode. Like Barry the Platypus, I present to you the shitinator. It's like, no, my fucking god, I'm so stupid shits. That shouldn't make me laugh as hard as it did, but I'm afraid I have the sense of humor of like a middle schooler. So like, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Next up. Sorry, again. Next up. Out of tune. So, Phineas and Ferb are inspired by their dad's favorite kids show to create a cartoon with superpowered versions of themselves and their friends. Meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz creates a machine that causes people to dance uncontrollably. Question: who is your favorite Phineas and Ferb character? Low key, I think my favorite character is Isabella. Like I love how like she is a like natural born leader. She has such a wide variety of skill sets, but she still feels like a real person. Cause like I don't like Mary Sue characters, but I love the fact that Isabella is like she's such a strong like individual, but then she also has like her more vulnerable and like really cute moments. Cause she's still like a young kid. Like she's still a kid. So like it makes sense for her to have like, a crush, like for her to be like the way she is. And like, but she's still like I said, she's a very strong, independent character. Like, yeah, she has a crush on Phineas, but it's not like that's her entire purpose for being there, because she does play a large role in a lot of like their adventures and is the one to like bail them out a lot of the time. So like, I do really love her character, and also I'm extremely biased towards like pink, or not pink but purple, but she's like a purple pink, and like, yeah, I just really like the fact that she like, oh my god, I keep saying like, I just really like the fact that she is her own individual, but also like is like provides like the romantic like tension that I crave for in shows. I know this is a kid show, but like nothing's gonna stop me from shipping. I'm sorry. I don't like how YouTube targets ads towards what we watch. I don't want to download Simply Guitar. Oh my god, I have YouTube Premium, but I literally have a clip where I like went on a separate account and I got an ad, and I was so upset about my ad because I was like, why did I get an ad on my own live stream? Oh my god, that was a crazy time. I mostly remember the show being extremely meta. What does it mean for a show to be extremely meta? Like what does that mean? I know what meta means in game, but like what does it mean like for a show? Does that mean it's like mainstream, or is it like, or something else? Because it is an extremely mainstream show, but I'm on that side where it's like I get why it was mainstream, because it is also like parents also liked it because it was like, yeah, it had its weird moments, but it did encourage like carpe diem and like what is the thing that parents always say their kids to do? It's not impressing yourself, it's applying yourself. it does encourage like a lot of stuff like that, which parents did like, and also because it was just a genuinely like carefree show. It may not have been outright educational, but it wasn't like a bad influence, which is why a lot of parents did like it. At least that's what I read online, and that's what I've heard from like other people I know who like also watched the show. All right, but oh my god, my nose. But out of tune, this episode like it's okay, but it's also like kind of weird because it made them like it's a cartoon in a cartoon, which isn't like the problem, but it's like uh very self-refer. Wait, what did you say, Hal? How do I explain it? Very self-referential kind of winking. That made me even more confused. That makes me even more confused than than it just being called meta. Can anyone else like describe it to me? Because like I don't really know what I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not good. I'm not good with like basic lingo. Lingo, what's another word for it? Wait, what is it? Lingo, slang, not really good. Sure, it's a kid's show, but it's funny as fuck. Yeah, it's like Bluey. Like Bluey's made for like preschoolers, but I'll be binging Bluey. Loves to point out its own tropes. Oh, that I do get. I do get that. It's hard. No. Okay, that your most recent one, I get it. So, and that's what you mean. Self-referential, kind of winking. Like they'll do something, and then they'll basically be low-key winking at the audience, being like, yeah, we know what we just did. Or like, yeah, we're self-aware. I was talking about that earlier with Candace's neck. Like the fact that they made her neck so long, so they like constantly reference her long neck. Or the fact that Phineas has a weird head. So they're like, dang, that kid has a weird shaped head. Like, yeah, I get what you mean. That was actually a really good that was a really good way to put it. The most recent one, like loves to point out its own tropes. I get it now. I understand. I get it. Yeah, I agree. But out of tune, I did like. I'll honestly put it here because it is a interesting episode. It's not like anything crazy where I'll be like, oh yeah, watch this one. But it does like I do remember a lot of it, which makes it stand out to me when watching it. I can't explain why though. Because most of these episodes I can't explain why. Like, oh yeah, I like this one because of like how it shows off this character. I like this one for the songs and relationships. I like this one, but this one it's just like it was okay, but it wasn't like these ones. Like this one I can actually like rewatch and it'll be fine. All right. Next up, we have ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚗᚷᚗᚾ. Where is it? Where is the synopsis? ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚷᚗᚾ. Okay. Candace and Vanessa accidentally get their clothes switched at the dry cleaners. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗ builds its own evil empire on an inner tube, and Vanessa tries to bust him. Meanwhile, Phineas and Ferb create a rainbowinator to show Isabella her first rainbow. I think what happens is that this is the one where Candace and Vanessa, because they switch clothes, like Phineas and Ferb become basically like Doofenshmirtz, and Doofenshmirtz basically becomes like Phineas and Ferb. How is Phineas not bullied for his pyramid Dorito triangle shaped head? Because he's creative. He has charisma. You don't bully people with charisma. That's not how it works. If you have charisma, the odds of you being bullied go down because then you become popular. And popular, it's all about popular. But yeah, you become popular, and then like that's kind of like. Sorry, hold on, I'm choking. Hold on. Sorry, I choked. Where was I? Oh yeah, people who are popular don't really get bullied as much at least in like shows, because like they literally have, if someone tries to bully them, then the bully like is outnumbered. Even in real life that sometimes happens, but I'm not going to say that people who are popular are not subjected to bullying, because they are like bullied in their own way. Sometimes like everyone can be a victim to bullying, but in terms of Phineas, the bully bullied everyone regardless of like appearance. and also the fact that like Phineas was popular. Like he's popular. Like they like Phineas and Ferb is like literally a trademark name in their universe. Like people know Phineas and Ferb. So people are not gonna make fun of Phineas and Ferb. Cause then like, that's like why would you make fun of someone who is so like successful? That's basically what I'm trying to get at. So that's my logic at least. This episode, I remember it like decently well. And I'm gonna go back to this. The fact that Phineas, like Isabella goes, I've never seen one of these before. And Phineas is like, you've never seen one? Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, Phineas. Shut the fuck up. Shut your triangle ass. Oh, let me say this. Shut your pyramid Dorito triangle shaped ass head and just admit that you like her. But this one definitely goes here. I feel like the roller coaster is gonna stay at the front of C tier because it is the first episode and it's like, it's like the origin story kind of. So I don't really think I'm going to move it because I also have to give it benefit of the doubt because it was the first episode. It's kind of like judging a pilot based and then like comparing it to the rest of the season. It's like not really a fair comparison, or at least that's how I see it. So next up, we have Out to Launch. Lawrence buys a star for Phineas and Ferb, who built a rocket to visit it. Candace and Isabella are preoccupied with a dance, which the girls ask the boys out. In space, Doofenshmirtz seeks revenge on an adolescent nemesis. Oh, an adolescent nemesis. I don't remember what the adolescent nemesis was, but what I do remember is the fact that what is the dance called? I don't know where you guys are, but like it's at least one thing in American culture where like it's quote unquote like stereotypical for guys to ask out girls for dances and stuff, right? Like that's how it is. But then there's a specific type of dance called I forgot what it is called. Let me look it up. Let me see where sorry, hold on. I'm looking up the dance. I guess it's called in this context it's called the girls' choice dance. But let me look up the actual name of the type of dance girls ask guys to dance name. Sadie Hawkins. So a Sadie Hawkins dance is when the girls have to ask the guys. Because like in regular dances, it's quote unquote like it's the stereotype for the guys to ask the girls, but there's nothing stopping the girls from asking the guys. It's just gender norms that are stopping them. There's stereotypes. But in a Sadie Hawkins dance, the girls have to ask out the guys. Like it's not like the guys can ask out the girls. It's like no, like the whole point is the fact that the girls got to ask out the guys. So that one, that's basically what this is what they have to go through. So Isabella's trying to ask out Phineas, and Candace is trying to ask out Jeremy. And the thing is though, like Isabella manages to ask Phineas, but then he like pulls Ferb along, and it's like, oh yeah, we'll pick you up at 6. And she's like, the both of you? And he's like, yeah, it'll be fun. And it's like, oh my god, this oblivious motherfucker. Yeah, Sadie Hawkins. Okay, yeah, I'm glad that someone else knows what I'm talking about. But like, this one honestly can go like here because I'm there for like the Isabella like attempt, but in terms of like everything else, it's just like they go to space. Actually, it goes here because when they get to their star is actually like a bar. So they like spruce it up and make it like a bar, and it's actually really cool. So actually, yeah, this one will go up here. Actually, yeah. I mean, how I was just saying that roller coaster would be at the top of C tier. I lied. We're gonna put it like there. I do like the actually. Oh crap! This one actually does go up pretty high. We're gonna put it like here because I do actually like the fact that I just remember what their star was is like it puts it up there for me. All right. Next up, we have Phineas and Ferb get busted. So this is the episode. Candace finally busts Phineas and Ferb, and they get and when they build a flying car and a control tower in the backyard. The boys are sent to a reforming school to have their imaginations removed. However, realizing that the school is not a good place for the boys, Candace, with the help of Jeremy, go on a mission to save Phineas and Ferb. So this entire thing, Phineas and Ferb are basically sent to a rehab center where they get brainwashed into losing all of their creativity and imagination. And then turns out that the episode was a dream for Candace. Like, she woke up and it was like a bad dream. And then she says this, but then like she, in her dream, she found out that Perry was a secret agent. So then when she says that, the agents like from Perry's like organization come and apprehend the entire family. And, you know, that's Perry's like worst nightmare. And then he wakes up and turns out the entire thing was Perry's dream. So it's basically Perry dreamed about Candace having a dream. Is basically what it was. The episode where they get busted is kind of dark in my opinion. It is very dark. It is pretty dark because like they literally get brainwashed and it's very miserable for them. And it's actually like really creepy because like even just looking at this picture, they have their eyeballs like held open. But I will say this episode is actually like really high up on the tier list for me. So I will put it like honestly here because it shows off like Phineas and Ferb's creativity, but it also shows like that Candace does like care about them to a degree. Like she doesn't act like, yeah, she wants them to be busted, but she does care about them. Honestly, this episode would have been more fitting as a season finale. It's literally the second to last episode too, which is kind of weird because like, why did they not just make it the season finale? Or yeah, it isn't even the season finale because the season finale is the next one. But yeah, I like this episode. I feel like was very, very important for like character building, and it was very impactful like overall. All right, next up we have the unfair science fair, but there's 2 episodes. So this has 2 perspectives basically, whereas like one is like there are 2 perspectives. One is from Phineas and Ferb's like perspective, and one is from Candace's because Phineas and Ferb are helping Baljeet like create a. Actually, let me read the synopsis. I'm not sure what I'm trying to explain it like by myself. Baljeet is discouraged about his prospects at a science fair, so Phineas and Ferb decide to help him build a portal to Mars. Candace competes with Wendy for a job to be with Jeremy. Meanwhile, Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷ᚟ᚾᚷᚗ seeks to overcome a past rival's biocarbonate volcano. So Candace is trying to get a job at where Jeremy works so that she can work with him. And Phineas and Ferb help build a portal to Mars. But they don't actually use the portal to Mars yet on this episode. This is a 2-parter. So honestly, this episode, it's okay because like Candace does compete with this girl, but it's nothing like extraordinary. And then Baljeet, it's just him trying to get good grades. Like a lot of Baljeet's episodes are just about him like trying to get good grades. So I will put it like I do like it more than this one because this one I put here because I actually like it is actually like a relevant episode. Actually, let me put it like here because I only really like the part with Candace. The rest of it is like kind of like I overlook it a lot because it's not as interesting. But I think it's funny where Candace is competing to like get a job at a hot dog shack. Like that's the part that I think is really funny. And then the second part of this episode is later on when Candace goes through the portal, which is called sorry, I like lost my part. Here we go. It's called Unfair Science Fair Redux, another story. And while Phineas and Ferb are helping Baljeet build a portal to Mars for the science fair, Candace comes to think that no one wants to hang out with her. An accidental trip to Mars lifts her spirit. Meanwhile, Perry helps Dr. ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗ shop for supplies for his soda baking volcano. So same episode happens between the other episode. Like, so it's like a time break. So I actually do really like the Queen of Mars bit because Candace like was basically like, I have no friends because she really only has like, she's like, why do I only have like 4 numbers in my phone and one of them is my mom? It's like, what the fuck? Like, oh, this girl only has like 3 friends and one of them's her mom. Poor Candace. But I also I do like the fact that Perry helps like ᚞ᚱᚨᚷᚗᚗ builds like gets supplies for his soda baking soda volcano. And the song like oh my god, I can't sing right now because I like I don't have my voice. But it's like the song for this one's actually also really good too. I actually will put this one here because I do like how it builds upon Candace a lot. Like it is very nice, and it's like she does learn her self-worth by the end of the episode, which I think is like super important for her character, considering that she like legit only has 3 friends and is constantly like struggling throughout the series. So I do like how she has like an episode where she literally is like queen of a planet, and not in like a weird way, like the not in like the way that the Candace against the universe. Like this one, she straight up just like is the queen of Mars, and the song is also really good, as I will keep saying. And let me see. All right. So that is season 1. That is season 1 of Phineas and Ferb. And I know how I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do every single episode." But if I'm afraid that if I try to do every single episode from this like for this stream, I would be here for over 12 hours, and I can't do that. I'm sorry. But what I now know is that this is going to be I'm going to do this every week. So every week I will do this stream, and I will do like because there's only 4 seasons, so it will basically be like I think I'll make this every. I have to look at my school schedule, but I think this is gonna be like a weekly thing, and maybe low key I could do it with like other shows, but I'll probably put a pull out for that, and I'll figure it out because this is fun. I like this. Like I like talking about shows because like especially this show because this show was such a like big part of my childhood. Because like I said, I watched this like it's one of the first shows I ever watched. But anyway, sorry that I couldn't like finish or do the entire series as like I said, which is why I changed the title to season 1 because like I don't want to be clickbaity. But I will say thank you to everyone who sat through like the sat through the stream, especially those if you didn't watch Phineas and Ferb. I highly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. This is like I don't want to be like, "Oh my god, like yeah, we do this all the time." But if you enjoyed, like feel free to stop by again, and if you enjoyed it enough, feel free to subscribe. It helps the channel get exposure, and I do appreciate it whenever you do. So feel free to consider joining the lurkers. It's like I just imagine ranking every Simpson episode. Oh my god, that would be rough. I don't even watch like all the Simpson episodes. But yeah, I'll definitely have a stream next week. So if you are interested in joining me for that for season 2, be on the lookout on my channel. I will be posting like once I figure out the day as soon as possible. And like I said, if you're new, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys. When's my next stream? My next stream is on Friday. I'll be playing Mario Party Jamboree. But with all that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm so excited for next week for this. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.